Hello and welcome to Rime of the Frostmaiden here on Dork Tales. How's everybody doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
So,
Pretty good.
Hayden, before we start, I want to say congratulations because apparently you are you have the ring to rule them all now, or at least to congratulations. Woo! So,
Congrats, Hayden.
if some of you were unaware of why we didn't have game last week, it's because Hayden got engaged. So
I got super engaged.
Like super engaged to like a person, like a real person, not a body pillow.
I know, right? I finally graduated from trying to marry my body pillows, Kelly. It's wild.
How
No, it's also funny. The only
yeah.
body pillows I have are ones that my fiance, like, are of characters that my fiance has voiced, and I have one of Priestess that he gave me.
Really?
Yeah, it's not like lewd though. It's like real cute. It's just like her being like fucking ooh cute. It's really great.
Woo.
Woo.
Oh God. Anyway,
But
so
yeah,
hello.
no.
So
Sorry
congratulations.
we had no game last week. I was celebrating.
Out getting your uwu on.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
Watched
just-
Black Widow, had some wine. It was a good time.
I have
Yeah.
feelings about Black Widow. We'll talk about during the break. The first half of that movie is pretty solid.
I liked all of it, but I get why you wouldn't like the whole thing.
There's a thing. Actually, you know what? We're not going to spoil anybody, but like I will say, David Harbour's amazing, and he needs more work.
Yeah.
Like,
Russian dad jokes.
Duh. Duh. So anyway, welcome to Rime of the Frostmaiden, episode 37.
Oh my god.
Wow.
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 You can really dance. This is the Necropolis. I'm your Dungeon Master Callie, and I'm really happy to invite you here to Dork Tales. If this is your first time tuning in, you've missed a hell of an adventure, and there will be some spoilers because, hey, we're 37 episodes into a campaign. There are some modifications. Tonight we're going to be using one of the Towers of Magic from Daniel Kahn, which is available over at DM's Guild. I strongly suggest that anybody running around with Frostmaiden at least take a look at these. They're like $10 to get all of them. Like, it's super worth it. And they're really, really solid additions to the final chapter of this game. So yeah, I'm Kelly, you see in him pronouns, and I am super excited to be here tonight because this begins my first of 9 days of games on the channel. I've got another binge. So I'm going to invite all of you to say hello as well, and we're going to go ahead and start with the engagey boy. Hello, Lysithian.
Hello. Hi
Or
guys,
Hayden.
I'm Hayden Daviau. I'm playing tonight Lysithian Callisto, our Moon Elf Wizard. I use they, them pronouns, and so does Lysithian, so it makes it very, very easy for you.
All right, let's pass it down to Robin.
Hello everyone, I'm Robin. I use she, they pronouns, and tonight I am playing the totally didn't make a pact with a magic hammer last game. Barf. Barf?
Barf? Are you okay?
Barf?
Robin, you had an interesting day at work today, didn't you? You got
I did. I got soaked in beer
Now-
all over, and
Robin's
yeah,
a brewer, so that makes more sense than like it.
So you spent the whole day marinating.
Yeah, I've been marinating. I smelled so strong of beer.
I'm glad that you didn't get pulled over on the way home, but
Yeah, no, I swear, officer, I've not a drop to drink. It's all over me, but not in my mouth.
yeah, I have a drinking problem. None of it got in my mouth.
Yeah. So yeah, I meant to say dwarf barbarian, but instead I said barf. So
Same thing.
This is gonna be me tonight.
A barf.
I'm a barf.
A dwarf
barbarian.
Now I'm thinking of Spaceballs. So
Thank you for thinking of Spaceballs. Somebody
I mean,
asked you.
I'm thinking of Pinky in the Brain now.
Narf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if those of you, some of you are Patreons, or are patrons on Dork Tales' Patreon, if you want to go see the Hammer, it is an unrevised version of it is up right now on the Patreon, and it is heavy. I changed some of the costs around. That's the only difference. I'll update that later tonight. But so
I'm so happy. I'm
You're so happy.
excited.
because Robin was messaging me, she's like, "What does it do?" And I need concrete rules, and I'm like, "Fine." I'll make sure you have something cool. So I'm going to pass the ball over to Christine.
Hello, I am Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Callie Thornhill, our halfling druid who likes to go, poof, I'm a wolf. She also uses she, her pronouns.
She does. Because she's a good girl. Yes, she is. And finally, let's pass it down to the not good girl of the party. Hello, Mike.
Hey everyone, what's up? My name's Mike. I use they, them pronouns. And tonight I am playing our lovely human bard, Katerina Firestring, who is... She's perfectly a good girl. What are you talking about? She's never done anything remotely bad in her life.
She would be one of the pink ladies from, like, Greece. And you know it.
Yeah.
And she would totally... Yeah, she would...
She's great, and I love her to death. And if you want to see lewds of her, go on to her NSFW on our Discord.
Yep, that's where we are right now. Okay, so last episode, let me sum up what happened. The characters inside of the doomed city of Ythryn continued to collect the various pieces that were required for them to enter the spire of Iriolathus. Or Iriolathus, pardon me. That's a hell of a name. As they went through the Tower of Evocation, they discovered that someone had already been there before, and after a brief encounter with that person, they discovered that it was their old ally, Harwar Mulfoon, the child of Cora Mulfoon back in Bremen, the innkeeper there, who had come into these caverns for potentially a nefarious reason. He brought with him an invitation to come back and meet with Avarice, the albino tiefling, and member of the Arcane Brotherhood. And in doing so, hopefully forge an alliance between the two parties that would be mutually beneficial. As they progressed back toward the meeting place, they ran afoul the Demi-Lich, barely managing to hide as the creature completely overwrit the genetic signature of one of the cultists that it found, turning it into a Nothic and stripping it of all humanity. After that, the party and Harwar returned to a place called Skydock Spire, I believe it is. Skydock, basically where Avarice was waiting. Avarice offered them a pretty solid deal, with one exception, that were you to ally with her, you had to abandon your companion, Velen, who is played by Judi Dench in the film. Deciding to hatch an illusion, to hatch a deception, you pretended to cast her out and called Avarice back to you. However, Avarice is a person very well versed in the arts of deception and saw through your ruse. And so there, at the bottom of Skydock Spire, surrounded by 10 of her cultists and Harwar, she prepared to rain hell down upon you, when suddenly a splash of blood sprayed across your faces, and you saw that she had been stabbed in the back by a longsword, wielded by none other than Harwar. And that is where we ended game, preparing for a fight that I didn't 100% realize how close it was to The Last Jedi until afterwards, where I'm like, okay, the only difference is you guys are in a big blue area rather than a big red area. Okay, sounds cool. And what I need is an initiative roll off of all of you.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Reminder,
Yeah.
none of you have determination as far as I can tell, and everybody
It's gonna
has
go so well.
inspiration.
Okay, so honey, you know those dice that you were really, really jealous of me having?
Yeah.
Guess what the first roll was?
A 1?
20.
20.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I mean, my
Oh,
first
that
roll of
was
the
a
night was a
fret.
20 on this, but I already used it up apparently.
Yeah. Oh, 2 for Lysithian.
Okay, so if not Lysithian,
okay,
pass it to
gave
someone
that
else.
Vistra. Trizalta gave it to Vistra.
Okay. All right, go ahead and pop your initiatives in the chat, and I'm going to use my new dice as well. Come on, Harwar. All right, damn, good. All right, cool, cool, cool. What is your initiative bonus, buddy? Okay. And Cult Fanatic is +2. Okay. So go ahead and pop those in the chat. Perfect. And we will begin as soon as I jot all of these down. Okay, so...
All right, I think everyone has determination now. There's a couple more doubles, but I think it's evened out. Oh, I'm out of focus. There we go.
Yeah, we've had 4 determinations bought.
Okay, everybody has
So-
one? Okay.
So everybody has one. Look at us go. We're determined.
We're so determined.
We're so determined.
Oh, yeah.
This is like the most determinist party.
Determinist isn't the word, Callie.
Yeah, it is.
It is now.
I'm deciding it's not right.
Oh,
Is
okay.
That I
determinist?
decided it is a word.
Okay, I was like, what are you?
Okay,
Definitely
then
not
we
the word in
have,
Elvish, so.
Cat. Then we have CF6, 7.
Well, it's certainly a word in halfling.
Oh, and of course Velen would roll really high the one time I forgot to put her in the initiative. Which of course I always write in pen because what am I, some kind of idiot? Don't answer that.
I'm primarily, because I got it in today, I'm primarily going to be rolling my new pretty terrarium dice that I got from my friend Elena at Stardust Creatives. Isn't it so pretty?
I just got a
Ooh.
bunch of them.
Oh, that's from Stardust?
Yeah, Elena made this.
Holy crap, their stuff is so good.
Roshlo, I'll allow
love
you to buy
her.
I'll allow you to buy Determination for Harwar. Yeah, go ahead. Just buy it and he'll have it.
I think you must have liked something of theirs, Hayden, because then I saw
I'll
it.
allow it.
And then I went through and was just like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, Elena's so good. I want to buy a full set from her so bad, but she made this terrarium dice. I watched her make this on one of her streams, and I was like,
Nice.
Hey, don't
All right. So
dibs, though.
I have 2 Hurt the Moors and one something good happens, and with that,
and it
I
matches
kind of
my
want a
daisy.
chunky.
Yeah, it matches my daisy chain. If you want a chunky, let me know. I'll make you a chunk.
I would like a chunk, please.
Yeah, let me know what you
Fine.
want. I'll take a com.
all right,
I am a chonk.
all right, and on that,
Let's fight though.
and with that, the battle begins. Now, Skydock Spire, at the bottom of it, you are basically standing in a semicircle, surrounded by broken columns that form almost a cage wall. Little alleyways darting off like the minute spokes of a clock. There at 10 o'clock, there at 2 o'clock, and one at midnight, as well as 6 o'clock from which you entered. 4 exits to this area, and the tower directly to your left. Oh, pardon me, directly to Harwar's left, directly to your right, kind of hovering above you. As you are looking around, 10 cultists draw their blades. One of them screams, "Traitor!" Of course. And we are in combat now. Callie, it is your turn. What do you do?
Okay, so how far away are they from us?
They are in a mixed bag, kind of all scattered around. I'd say that about half of them are within about 10 feet, and the rest are scattered around the margins. This whole circular area, think of it kind of like a horseshoe, I guess would probably be a good way to say it. Most of them are probably, the other 5 are, I'd say, about 25 feet away from you.
Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to really quickly check something. No, so I think it'd be Wolfie time.
Okay?
Do it.
Your bones crunch and surge as the fur pours out of your flesh and you become a dire wolf.
And I am going to probably pounce on the ones near us.
Okay. There's one
And-
just to your left.
Okay. So I'm gonna try and pounce, attack them, and can I like angle myself so that if I manage to knock them prone, they get knocked towards like Harwar to be dealt with. So closer, so more convenient to my party members.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Do it. Make me an attack roll.
Okay.
Oh, I can just do this as many times as I want. Oh.
Okay. And I think at this point I am not close enough to get pack tactics yet. But eventually.
You are close enough to Harwar to get pack tactics from him, actually.
Oh, I am?
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
The cultist was basically flanking Avarice when she went down. By the way, as Avarice goes down, she hits the ground hard. Blood pours out of her, and her staff of ice rolls across the floor to near Lysithian and Valen's feet.
That is a 22 to hit.
Okay, that is definitely a hit. Roll me damage.
Uh, 11 damage, and they must make a DC 13 strength save.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a different dice. Okay, they fail. They are going to be
they get knocked
to the
prone.
ground. Fantastic. All right. He is going to be knocked prone, and that is your full action?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, so, and that was 11 points of damage, you said? I believe it was.
Yes.
All right, so being knocked to the ground, he will shriek as your claws rip into him. He will raise his hands, and what is your armor class right now?
Right now, 14.
Okay, I'm going to use a hurt one more. Perfect. That is going to be a hit, then.
Oh no!
That is going to be...
Wolf face.
Oh, my bad. I rolled the wrong kind of dice. 2, 3. As you are leering over, he is going to raise his hands. Burn, abomination! And put his hands on either side of your muscle, and you're going to take 25 points of necrotic damage.
Ow!
Ooh.
As he strikes you with inflict wounds at a 2nd level.
Ow!
He is going to use his
Fuck you, buddy.
his movement to stand up.
Well,
And-
I'm a halfling again.
Okay. So he is going to do that. That was one action, and then there's a bonus action. He has nothing really. Yeah. Yeah, he's got nothing on his bonus action. No, he really doesn't. Cool. All right, so that is going to be his action. Behind him, one of the other cultists is going to scream, "Brother, are you all right?" And is going to summon a tremendous lance over behind you, Callie. This lance looks like it is made of pure ice, and it is going to attempt to slash you. It is going to actually miss and plunge into his compatriot.
Good.
Dealing, because that's a botch.
1 million points of damage.
I mean, 8. That's pretty good. All right, brother, are you all right? And he hurls the spear of ice at. Bless you. At
Sorry.
hurls the spear of ice at your back. However, the inflict wounds courses through you, and you go back into a halfling form. It's going to surge over your head and plunge into his ally, where a moment before your wolf shoulders and back would have been. And then you hear Harwar's turn. Harwar is going to check his... Yeah. Okay. He's going to look at the one that you are fighting in front of you, look at the ones around, and is going to say, nah. Raise his hand, and I need to make 3 attacks. 2 on the guy in front, and 1 on 1, 2. That is 3 hits. That is going to be... Harwar raises his hand from where he is holding his blade. And as he does, 3 bolts of screaming light, kind of boiling heat and screams are going to erupt out of his hand. 2 of them are going to hit the one directly that threw the spear at you. And that is going to deal... that is... Okay. And boop. Alright, so that's going to be... Sorry, I just have to double check. I built him a while ago. I need to double check if I add my charisma to this. I don't believe I do. Oh, yeah, I do. Oh, shit, I had 5 to each one of these. Okay, so he has 6 hit points, and he's dead. Cool.
Yeah.
He raises his hand. This horrible spectral energy lashes out. This rolling blackish red mass, which at the tips turn into these kind of like draconic bites, are going to plunge directly through the one that just used the necrotic touch on you, Callie, and this screaming energy is going to rip through the front of his chest, almost like a chest burster, and kind of growl at you before siphoning what looks like his soul back out of him. He is dead.
If it growls at me, I growl back at it.
As Callie?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Ah!
Okay. And the other 2 are going to slam into the one who hurled the ice, and that is damn near gonna kill him. Both of those blasts hitting. A third cultist is going to rush up and try to tackle Lysithian. And Lysithian, is your armor class?
It would be. Let me double check with my
Please.
fucking. Because I have my cloak. It becomes. It is 14 right now.
14. Okay, so the 12 is going to miss. I'm just about to hurt them more to try again.
That's okay.
That is a 13, which is still not good enough. He lunges at you, the arcane energy crackling around him, but he doesn't manage to make contact. It is Valen's turn. Valen is going to raise a hand and use... I think she's going to use Chill Touch. And that is a 9. So her Chill Touch is going to streak up past this man's face, and that's probably why he missed touching you. Actually, it's just the necrotic energies surged toward his face, and he dodged reflexively. Vistra, it is your turn.
Perfect. Yay. I'm excited.
Welcome back.
So how many people have we lost cultist wise?
1.
I mean, have gone down.
One.
One, okay. So first off, Vistra's gonna pull off the giant ass greatsword on her back. She's just gonna toss it on the ground. She's gonna take out her hammer, and she would like to rage.
You may. I'll allow it.
And she would like to. So there's one kind of.
They're
Closest
everywhere around here. All of them are
everywhere.
starting to mill inside. It's like watching a spiral of ants circling around a hill right now. They're all rushing into position to start doing their worst to you. You can't go anywhere without running into one of these guys. What do you
Cool.
do?
So I'm gonna do 2 attacks. And first off, I'm going to expend a charge on my new Hima
Okay.
to do the Mage Buster.
Okay.
Sorry, next turn. All spellcasters struck by this weapon had disadvantage on saving throws to maintain their concentration. So I'm gonna hit 2 cultists that are closest to me.
Sounds
with
good.
the
You can
Hima.
hit 2 of them without leaving their opportunity range. So go ahead.
Yes. All right. Great weapon, Mister.
Okay. Sounds good. I wish you the best.
Thank you. And I won't do reckless yet. Actually, they're spellcasters, aren't they? Maybe. We'll see. I know. We won't do reckless yet. Fucking hell, Vistra. I rolled 2 3s. I rolled 2 3s.
Okay. What does that mean your total is?
Um.
So you have a strength of 5.
Yep.
You have a proficiency of...
4.
Okay, so you're at 9, 12, and your hammer gives you +2.
Yes. But then it's -5 for Great Weapon Master.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you.
Yeah. So I figured it probably wouldn't get them close.
So what's your total?
So it's gonna be. It's gonna be 10.
10. Would you like to use your determination on one of them?
Sure.
Okay.
I would like to use a determination.
All
on one
right.
of
The
them. Does
first
that
one
hit?
is going to whiff, and turning around, you are going to start toward the other one, and then just change your mind and try to hit the first one again. That will make contact. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Cool. All right. So that starts off with my base of 19 before I even roll.
Well, I have more than 19 hit points.
Okay. Cool. We'll see how this goes then.
Not many more, but we'll find out how this goes.
They're mages. They're
Ah,
squishy.
yes. They're cult fanatics, one might say.
So I rolled an 8.
You
Does
rolled
that
an 8.
finish him?
How many hit points is that?
That would be 27.
27 is not enough. Are you adding the +2 damage from the weapon?
Yeah, that's
That is?
the
Okay.
19. That's the
All right,
base of
so
19 now.
spinning around, you are going to miss him with the first one. Use the momentum of this immense hammer to swing around your spectral left hand, clasping the bottom of the haft, and are going to slam it into his lower jaw. There's going to be a sickening as you rip his lower jaw off. He is not down, but his teeth and the jaw flap to the side of flap to the side of his face, hanging on by a strip of meat. He makes the most awful noise imaginable. Is still up and definitely has disadvantage on his saves. The one that you were going to go toward snarls and leaps on your back, Vistra. Vistra, that is going to be a hit, my friend.
Oh, yeah? Bring it. Bring it.
Okay, that is going to be... he's going to clamp his hands down on either side of your head and deal you 24 points of necrotic damage.
Can I reaction Kiona spell that?
Yes, you may.
Sweet, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Counterspell. Fuck you.
Yeah, what the heck?
Fuck you, dude. Get out here with magic.
Okay.
No.
Get out of
So
here with
you
more
are
magic.
you are going to see the cultist leap forward, grasp Vistra by either side of the head, and as he does, you see this black blue necrotic energy as he calls down, "By the might of Levistus, I curse you!" And you are going to hear, and something in Laros, that strange language of this place, mutters on the wind, "No." And it just fizzles. The hammer starts to glow bright, kind of flickering back and forth between indigo and azure. It is not happy. The one whose jaw is completely ruined is going to... it's going to make a courage save, actually. I need better than a 10. Hold on. Okay. He is going to scream and try to run. Vistra has spent her reaction.
Yes, I did.
So he's just going to run. He's gonna spend his action disengaging. Is going to beeline out of this area. He is out of the fight. Katerina, it is your turn now. There are 8 of these cult fanatics still up. What do you do?
All right. Are any of them still in a close group?
They're getting closer. Yeah, I'd say that they're the closest ones that are not near any of your allies. There is a group of 3 that are rushing from the back. They're the last initiative group.
All right. Sounds good.
They're clustered in about 5 feet between 2 and about kind of in an L shape.
So if I do a 10-foot sphere
That'll hit 'em.
around that center, all right, cool. Kat's going to pull her violin out, and she is going to make an attack.
Can you? Now it's been 2 weeks since last game. Can you roll your wisdom real quick?
Oh yeah, I can roll my wisdom real quick.
Can you please roll your wisdom just as a free action for me, so I can suggest something to you?
Yeah. 21.
21. Hey, remember what happened last game where loud noises summoned the demi-lich?
Ah!
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's all. That's. So you're like shatter time.
Oh my
God!
god! Nope. All right.
It's
maybe
an
not.
unintentional summoning spell.
Yeah. All right. So that's going to clue in just as she's starting to go and be like, never mind. That's a bad idea. And
I mean, you can still do it. Don't ever let me tell you not to do something that'll cause chaos.
I mean, it would cause chaos, but I don't. Even Kat's not that I mean, she's super chaotic.
It's true. But you do you. You do you.
Oh. You know what? She's gonna do something equally chaotic that I didn't really think, and she's gonna go up to one of the cultists that are closest. And hold on, I just need to type real quick while I pull up the spell.
Sounds good.
Wow, that's not right at all, Mike.
What spell are you looking up?
Polymorph.
Okay, yep, no worries.
All right, I've got it up now. So she's. Sorry.
The closest one to you is the one that attacked Lysithian and Valen, directly in front of you.
Okay. Oh, is there still one on Vistra?
Yes, there is still one on her back. The spell failed, but
okay, I'm gonna go up to that one because it's on one of my friends.
You do not have to. You have a range of 60 feet on polymorph.
Oh, I do. Cool. Okay. Okay. I'm going to use my my bardic college feat to impose not disadvantage, a minus to its save.
Okay.
Of a -3, not great.
Trust me, that's probably a good amount.
And can it make a wisdom save, please, Callie?
I already rolled in advance, and no, it cannot. What does it turn into?
It's going to turn into. I didn't pull anything up because I wasn't expecting to use this. It's going to turn into a pig.
Into a pig? Is the first thing.
It's going to turn into a pig.
How are you doing this? Like, what's your? You have to curse it with your bardic ability. What do you say? What do you
do? She reaches out towards it and she's gonna be like, I hate this place. I hate this place. What do I hate more than this? Fucking pigs! Die!
All right, so you made some bacon there. Congratulations.
I made some bacon, and
is...
Vistra has a pig on her now.
Okay, the one that Vistra has.
And that uses my action and my bonus action. And is there any cover around from these cultists?
Is there any cover around from the cultists? Yes, you could back away down the alleyway that you entered, and you could also go around the side of the spire to grab cover.
She's going to move probably around the spire then to grab a bit of cover.
Sounds
and
good.
That's her turn.
Sounds fantastic. All right, 2 more of the cultists are going to lunge forward. They are closest to Harwar, actually, so they are going to attempt to. Okay, that probably won't work, and I promise I didn't make him this gooby. He's just a pretty simple character, but that was a botch, and that was a. Okay. Okay. 2 of them lunge forward. You see arcane energy crackling between their hands. Levistus will curse you to the darkest depths! And one of them is going to stumble and fall and slide on the ground directly underneath Vistra's legs. Because this is very frosty here, I want you to also know. He basically just goes, eek, like right between her legs, looking up at her. And the other is going to lunge forward and plunge his hand directly toward Harwar's unmasked face. And a sudden surge. Oh, actually, no, it won't, because he had not already. Yep, he had not already chosen that. Never mind. So it is going to still not hit. Actually, never mind. I forgot that he has half plate on. Is going to collide with his armor, and you're going to see the arcane energy kind of like pulse over the armor and just not quite make contact. And there's just going to be this moment as he's kind of like feeling up Harwar's chest. With Levistus will. This is kind of awkward. All right, that's their turns. Lysithian, it is your turn, my friend. There are 2 cultists, or there's 1 cultist directly next to you, as well as a trio of them that are charging from the back.
Do I want to do a thing?
Probably.
So I kind of want to do a thing. I kind of want to do that thing that we discussed.
Do the thing that I have no idea what it is.
I don't remember what it was, but I suggest you do it.
I suggest you do it.
Well, my sweet darlings, I prepared Web of Fire today.
Oh, that joyous thing.
So,
I don't know what it is, but it sounds cool.
so Lysithian is going to make a cat's cradle with their hands out of string, and then slam their palms into the ground and cast Web of Fire. And what happens there is, striking both palms down into the ground, a web of fire crackles out around the caster, and 5 streaks of fire rapidly snake across the ground toward up to 5 enemies the caster can see within range of 60 feet. Are they within 60 feet of me?
They are all within 60 feet.
Perfect. I need them all to make dexterity saving throws. And the dex save is 17.
Okay, I have 1 success.
Okay, so they will take half on that.
Okay. Are you attacking the one that's directly in front of you?
Yeah, the one directly in front of me, and the other, like, as
So-
many as I can see, up to 6. So
Sounds good. Up to 6 of them or up to 5 of them?
up to 5. I misspoke. I was
No, that's
reading
okay.
60, but it is up to 5.
That's totally cool.
So that is 8d6. So I'll roll 5. Add my new boy in there. So I have 66 here. So pardon for my lighting. Ooh. 13, 14, 15, 16.
That's just such a cool image of
18.
like fire like coming along like the frosty ground. It's just such a cool image.
Steam is going to erupt out as the fire licks into these people. And do you mind if I add an extra...
24.
24? Do you mind if I add an extra layer of cool on this?
You go ahead.
Cool. So it's
Lysithian's so
fire,
cool.
right?
It
Okay,
is fire.
so that's not how math works, Kelly. That's how math works. That's how math works. And then it's half if I succeed, or is it just a
Yeah.
miss? Okay.
It is half.
Okay. So
So it's kind of like an alternate fireball is kind of what we're
okay. Your flames are going to lash out. These fiery tendrils are going to streak, and as they do, Lysithian, you're going to hear something that you didn't really prepare for with the spell, and that is the rattling of chains. As each one of these motes of fire, these streaks of fire, are guiding a hellish length of burnt chain that is going to just plunge in and is going to rip 1, 2, 3 people's hearts out of their chests. That is 3 dead. And 2 severely wounded.
Hell yes!
God, Lysithian is so cool.
Lysithian is such a badass.
All right, so
Yes.
and that's going to be my turn.
okay.
They will flip their hair and put away the cat's cradle.
The 3 at the back are gonna see all of their friends die, and are going to. 2 of them are going to turn and run away. The last one is going to yell back, "Cowards! We can take them!" and is going to leap on Callie. Callie. Does a 16 hit you?
No.
F.
Well, he tried, and that's what's important. He leaps toward you and just swats at you, but you're too nimble. You'll actually dodge between
Just
his
kind of do
legs.
the whoo.
You're gonna just run between his legs. You're a halfling.
That's fair.
Like, you can just get the hell out
Do a
of the
little
way.
tumble.
Okay,
Hop
so
up
you're
behind
out
him.
of here, you're out of here, and you have lost your action. And Callie, this guy's right over you, kind of stepping over you. It's your action. What do you do? Sure, you can.
Well, I don't really have any sort of spells that would... I do have heat metal.
He is.
Does he have anything metallic on him?
I mean, you could just nut bust.
That's what I was saying. Sure, you can. He is
Well,
holding a
okay, but
long...
the thing you have to remember there is that that's an unarmed strike on somebody who doesn't do that. It would be a D4. That's kind of worthless as an attack.
Good point.
So, as you are looking at him, he doesn't really have much aside from the dagger in his hand. But as you're glancing around the battlefield, you're going to notice something as well. Lysithian, as you retract your flaming chains and they kind of just into nothing, all of the bodies that have hit the ground, the bodies that hit the floor, are going to suddenly and crystallize, frozen solid in their place. Just like that old dwarven woman that you met back in the castle. all of the bodies have frozen solid, and it appears that he only has the dagger there, Callie. But he is right over you.
Okay, so that's all he has on him. Okay.
Yeah, they're mostly just wearing cold weather clothing. We'll tell you what. One sec. Cold weather clothing. I'm gonna do high or low is good for you.
Let's go with high.
Okay. This guy looks like he just has those. Besides that, he has some crampons on the bottom of his shoes.
Okay.
So those are metal for sure, though.
You know what? This was something I was going to cast tonight, probably. But this works really well. I think my own spells won't hurt me unless I botch, correct?
Yeah.
I call Moonbeam down on the spot.
Oh, actually, is Moonbeam... Actually, it will depend on the type of spell. Sorry, I misspoke there. Your spells can hurt you.
Oh, okay.
But you can target him in a way that it doesn't hit you directly.
Well, no, I can't. If I'm directly under him right now, it's an area.
Oh, but you can
Yeah.
you can just take a step away. You won't provoke unless you leave his range.
Okay.
It's just flavor, so you can take a step away and cast it.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just pop another level of Direwolf.
You want to do Direwolf? You don't want to just do an octopus and split him like a turkey?
That's disgusting.
A gorilla, perhaps? You're not high enough level to be a gorilla. Okay, so he is going to charge over you, and then suddenly there's going to be a direwolf beneath him. I'm going to give you advantage on this, because he's not expecting an explosive direwolf.
Okay. He should be. He just saw me do it not even a minute ago.
I don't think that he would be... I don't think that anyone would expect this. You're literally erupting beneath him like an explosion of ice and fur, located directly at his femoral artery. So I'm pretty sure... I'm expecting a crit.
Yeah, well, you'd be right.
Okay. It's advantage and a crotch shot as a wolf.
Glorious.
Beautiful.
What'd you do?
Almost max damage.
Well, how much damage is that?
That is...
This
26.
26 points of damage. You are going to rip up, biting in between his legs and ripping. And the slightly pungent yet somewhat flavorfully arousing to the senses taste of man flesh erupts through you. And you are going to shake your head and feel a crunch, a rip, and a pop as you tear his leg off, as well as half of the sinews up his hip and into his rib cage. Like, you have bits of his obliques, hitting the ground like dead fish.
That's disgusting.
He is going to shriek and fall forward and try to crawl and claw away from you. But he's probably basically out of the fight. In fact, Harwar's right next to you. So, Harwar, this guy's prone. So that's... Harwar's just going to cut his head off.
Alright.
So, he
Okay.
did. Cool. And you are out of the fight. Velen, there are 2 cultists left in this area. Velen is going to... she's going to reach down and pick up Avarice's staff.
Do it.
And she's not attuned to it yet. But what she will do is... yeah, she'll just pick it up and use Chill Touch again, because about damn time. She'll pick it up. Yeah, this is better than what I was using, and drop her own stick to the ground. raise a hand and cast Vampiric Touch, and as she does, it is going to streak across the ground. A ghostly streak of energy is going to strike one of these cultists for 14 points of damage, which unfortunately he only had 9 hit points. This spectral hand is going to claw through his mouth, and you're going to see the life drain out of him as he collapses to the ground. Vistra, it is your turn now. The only one left is the one between your legs.
Okay. Bonk.
Okay, go ahead and make me an attack roll with advantage.
Oh, you mean 3 attack rolls?
I don't think you're gonna need to be honest.
Oh, okay, fine. Oh my gosh, what is with these?
You rolled with
shitty
advantage,
bitty-
right? Because he's prone?
Yeah, I know, but I still rolled, like, not fantastic. Okay, what's my new thing? So -5, so +4. Beep, 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 +2. Just kidding. Let me try and... Sorry, my brain's doing a very weird thing of how it's getting this number, and I need to make it not as complicated as the math I'm doing in my head.
I feel that. It's when your brain takes the long way around.
It's taking the super long route right now.
Come on, I believe in you. What'd you roll on your... What'd you roll?
I rolled a 9.
On your damage?
No, on my attack.
Okay,
I
you
rolled a
hit.
5 and a 9. These are poopy rolls today.
The 9 hit.
Okay.
Was that the dice roll, or was that your total?
That was the dice roll.
You hit.
Okay.
So
with
long as
Great
you
Weapon-
didn't Great Weapon Master, you hit.
Yeah.
And you didn't say you did, so you hit.
No, I didn't. No. Okay. Cool. So I hit. That's awesome. All right.
I gotta put my fan back on. I was trying to have it
fair.
off.
8. 8. Nope. Nope. Nope.
You're still
Bad.
in a
That was
rage.
bad math. Yes. 11 points of damage.
All
How's he
right.
looking?
You are going to bring your hammer down upon him, and his head is going to splatter like an overripe cantaloupe onto the ice.
Chris.
And with that, regain 1 spell charge.
Yay!
Because you definitely reduced him to 0 hit points.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if he was a spellcaster. Well, I guess he tried to do necrotic. No, the pig was trying to do necrotic damage.
All right.
Oh yeah, the pig is still there, right?
The pig is still up, actually, yeah. So...
Oh, so I have 2 more hits that I can try and...
Oh, that's true. You could go try to kill the pig. The pig is going...
Yeah, I'll try and kill the pig.
And I can't do it right now. It makes my throat do weird things. But...
That's fair.
I don't know. Make pig
So-
noise, pig noise. There we go.
Reckless, Great
Thank you.
Weapon Master.
Okay, so you all are going to kind of be almost out of combat rounds watching Vistra chase a pig while enraged.
Okay, that's glorious.
All right. So okay. Trying to do the. So I did Great Weapon Master, so that's
Okay.
cool on both of them.
So hold on. So give them to me individually because it will matter.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one, the first swing, is going to have what's your attack roll?
18.
18. That is going to be a hit. A pig has an armor class of 12.
Cool.
So give me your damage.
Okay. So that's the base of 19 with there.
Okay, so 19 damage.
That's what I start with, yes.
Okay.
And then I roll the dice.
On the first attack only? I guess you would, wouldn't you? Nice.
Yeah, for the first attack. So the first
Okay.
attack is going to be a total of 28.
Okay, so 1 sec. That is going to be cool. You are going to rush forward, bring your hammer down. It is going to snap the pig's spine, and you're going to hear "Whoa!" and it's going to go poof in a cloud of smoke and turn back into a cultist who is now bleeding from a shattered hip. And your next attack as he stumbles away from you.
Okay, and so the attack as he stumbles away from me is going to be a 24.
That is a hit. Do you and your base is 18?
My base is 19.
Okay, you are going to reverse your hammer, and you can roll your damage to see how well it is. But you are going to bring it down at the
Not great. That's
top
going to
of-
be only a 21.
Okay, so at the top of his spine, you are going to bring it down. There's going to be a rending as you rip his spine out through his stomach from the impact. Like
Yes!
gain another one of your charges
Perfect.
back.
That's awesome. That's exactly what I want.
She gets them back through murder, folks.
It's great.
Because why not?
Because why not?
I realize that there's a loophole built into that weapon now, where technically, if you have anything that gives a friend a 1 hit point back and they're already knocked at 0, you can just keep refreshing by KOing your friends.
That'd be such a great way. Hey, do you mind if I just bring it down for a second? It's fine. Don't worry about
And
it.
just repeatedly
And
murder
you know some
you.
games would do that, right? Like I
Super
keep reading these stories of people online who are like testing falling damage in D&D because they're like, oh, it's only a 300-foot fall. I've got enough hit points to absorb that. I'm like,
Do you?
do you? Well, they do because they're playing level 15 barbarians. What they do is they enter a rage and punch themselves on the way down or something like that, so they absorb it all. It's dumb. But anyway, we'll talk about this during the break.
Yes, we are.
So leaving your DM Mike, you have a question in the chat. Does it work on pets? If the pets are casters, yes, but only if they have their own spell slots.
Yeah, it's not just general murder. It's not just
General murder?
straight up murder.
All right.
Magic murder.
Magic murder. That's like Magic Mike. With that, silence floods through this area at the base of Skydock Spire. Above you, you can see that the tower and its rotating glass chamber still hovers above its ruined summit. It looks like a colossal floating crown above you, which only draws your attention further to the crown of burnt metal you see adorning Harwar's face. He wipes his sword off on one of the dead cultists and sheathes it. We probably shouldn't stay here long. The Lich would have heard that. Are we good?
Don't know, are we? I feel like we should be asking you that.
You can ask me questions when we're away from here. Fair?
That sounds fair.
Yeah.
All right, now who votes for not fighting the Demi-Lich?
Me.
Sure.
Me.
We should be careful. Avarice has had a pair of gargoyles. I think one of them was destroyed at the Tower of Transmutation. The other one was drawing fire from the Demi-Lich. Otherwise, that would have been a much more difficult fight. You probably shouldn't let that go to waste, he says, gesturing down to the ground, where you see that Avarice, a little bit away from her frozen body, you will see her spell book is lying on the ground.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3. Velen will sweep it up.
I wasn't going to touch it, I was going to let Felon take it.
We should get out of here, quickly.
That sounds
Yeah,
like a
let's
great
go.
idea.
To the Tower of Necromancy.
Yeah, let's do it.
With that, you leave the scene of carnage behind you. All of the bodies have crystallized, turning into solid sculptures, frozen in rictus horror. The wounds horrifically preserved in sculpture. The blood on the ground even freezes. Vistra, as you pull your hammer back, you can see crystallized blood around the edge of the maul. It flakes away as you dust it with your fingers. Well, with your sleeve, I guess. You don't really have
I was gonna
spare
say,
hand.
I don't think I can do that with my finger holding
Technically,
one-handed.
according to the way the item is written, yes, you can, but only the hammer.
Only the hammer, yes.
You can only touch the hammer with your missing hand.
Yeah, but I don't think Visser's gonna do that quite around the party because it's still kind of freaky.
It is kind of freaky. Okay. And with that,
We're all kind of freaky.
we're getting there. And 1 sec.
What brought you to... Wait, no, we're waiting till we're further away before we ask questions.
Okay. As you begin to head out, you can hear the sound of stone grinding on the other side of the plaza. The alley to Skydock Spire at the south. It sounds like groaning and fighting, and then the sound of crumbling stone. At the entrance, you'll see something the size of a child's ball roll forward, and you'll realize that it is the head of a stone gargoyle. Go no. Harwar takes off toward the northwest alley out of here. Do you follow?
Carefully, but yes.
Okay. Behind you, you can hear the chittering of Nothics as they pour into this square behind you. But before long, you will make it over to the Tower of Necromancy. Now, the Tower of Necromancy is much like its fellows. One moment while I grab that, because the one thing I don't have is its right up. Hall of Weightless Wonder, Obelisk, Tower of Illusion. They're not in alphabetical order. Tower of Evidence. There we go. The remains of a tower lie before you. It looks like it's held together by strange arcane energies. Bits of it are, well, in fact, I guess I should say that the entire top of it has collapsed. The tower is not really what you would call it. What was once a short conical tower now lies half its original height on the edge of the city. On the outward-facing side of the tower, you can see an eerie green glowing arcane symbol. A metal door leads into its base. What do you do?
Perception, are there any obvious traps coming into this?
Sure, go ahead and make me a perception roll.
That one.
That one? You are not 100% certain, actually. It looks like there are... Ooh. Looking at the front door, you can see there are claw marks everywhere. And looking at it, you can actually see what look like finger bones embedded in the side of the door frame, as if a skeletal hand tried to claw its way inside. And that's all you can see. That's all you can think about, is just, oh, that's gross. Oh, that's gross.
Ugh, yuck. Okay, well, this is... I mean, I guess it is the Tower of Necromancy, isn't it?
Bawa, didn't you say that a team of yours was over here?
Mm-hmm. There were. I don't see them.
Yes. Can we hear anything?
You'll hear something behind you. Back about 200 meters towards Skydock Spire. 200 feet, my bad. You will hear the shattering of ice as a tremendous force strikes the ground. I think the Lich found us. Or found them. They won't be coming back anytime soon. I don't want to be out here.
Inside?
Inside.
Inside we go.
Okay. All right, and with that, we are going to enter inside of the Tower of Necromancy, which should be up on your roll 20 right now, folks.
Woo!
Whoa.
Okay.
Roll 20.
Okay, so it should be working there, and we will go Existential Dread. That sounds like the right one. As you step inside, you will notice a couple of things. The door to the tower is closed, but unlocked. Whoever reaches toward it first can easily open it. Who is that?
Probably Kat. She was already right by the door.
The door opens with not even much of a creak. Now, the interior of this tower is dimly lit by green, luminescent fungus. As you glance around, it's abundant enough that it's actually fairly nice inside of here, like sconces on the walls have all been lit. But as you look inside, what you will see first, well, what you see is not your first sense. For as you enter, you will detect that there is a caustic smell which assaults your nose as you enter this circular chamber. Gray, disembodied hands skitter across the room, which is lit by the eerie green glow caused by fungus. Chairs are neatly arranged around the room, some containing seated bodies missing their hands, various pieces of surgical equipment lie on tables. A one-eyed creature is restrained to a blood-stained bed at the center. You recognize it immediately as a Nothic. Sedated and laying over beyond it, you will see are two figures. One is a battered and bloodied drow, and the other is one of the cultists who you distantly had seen engaging Eriolarthus here at the Tower of Necromancy. They are both bound. Sort of. It's kind of hard to say that. Both of them are wrapped with tethers that hold their arms in place. Disembodied hands clutch them. And as well, as you look around the room, you can see more than a dozen of these crawling, disembodied hands running around on their fingertips. Near the table in the center, a jar floats in the air. Within it, floating amidst viscous blue liquid, is a human brain. The jar floats at you. And would you like a little bit of, pardon me, and as it looks your direction, you will see that a crude face is drawn on the glass in paint. And story time, it looks at you like this.
That's
That's
fantastic.
so
my
good.
God.
That's kind
That
of
is
weird.
fantastic.
You can see why I
was
wanted
like,
to do this one, right?
Yep.
That's
I
glorious.
totally was thinking like that in my head. I'm like, there's no way it's gonna look like that. And you held up the picture. I'm like, cool. That's
Yep.
exactly what my
Like the
brain
fucking
put there.
wood plank from Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Yep.
Yep.
Or Wilson from
Castaway.
Castaway.
Oh my god.
As you enter the room, each of you is going to hear a voice pulse through your head. Hi there! How y'all doing today? It speaks in telepathy. There's no language attached to it, but there's something jovial about the tone. What are y'all doing over here?
What's saying that? What's saying that? Huh?
Oh, excuse me, I'm not dressed. And as the voice in your head says that, a lab coat floats its way from the wall and fastens itself as if the jar had shoulders and holds it so that there's a floating buttoned-up lab coat hung from the bottom of this jar.
So upon
That's weird.
So yeah. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was gonna say if Callie, you know, as soon as Callie said that and that happened, Kat was going to like nudge her and just point at the floating grain jar.
A villain. This is your tower, like your school. What the fuck is that?
It's a brain in a jar, Vistra. What? I'm not a brain in a jar. I'm trying to make one, though.
I think you succeeded. Because
I'm
you are one.
As you say that, it turns around and the face looks at you and goes, "No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. My name's Larry. Yeah, Lawrence, but you can call me Larry.
You kind of look like one, though. How'd you do that?
I'm not a brain in a jar. What are you talking about? That's a rude thing to say." And as you...
No, I'm not trying to be rude.
One moment.
Did you glamour yourself?
As you say that, you'll hear squeaky, 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 as something invisible starts drawing on the jar, and the face turns to this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You see eyebrows kind of angle down. It looks like this thing's getting
I didn't mean
angrier.
to be rude.
Hi,
my name's Callie.
Larry. Now, you might be confused. I'm just a normal guy. I'm just trying to do research from my master.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
So what sort of research
normal.
are you working on?
Well, I'm trying to do the ritual of brain transfer.
Oh.
I've been down here for so long, almost... Oh, God, it feels like forever.
That sounds kind of cool. What goes
Yeah.
into that?
Well, I'm having a little bit of trouble right now. I seem to, my hands are really numb. But I was actually, y'all want to help me? I could show you how it goes. I got this new friend here. On the table, the Nothic is sedated, but it kind of looks around going...
Sure.
Are you trying to transfer the brain from the jar into the Nothic?
No, the Nothic into the jar. I could use somebody else to talk to.
So you're putting the Nothic into the jar and the brain that's in the jar into the Nothic.
What? No, the body's useless after that. The brain in the jar will stay alive forever. And then I'll have a friend to... Y'all want to give me a hand? So I need to finish incapacitating this guy because he's gonna start flipping out. So if you can help me, I got some poisons on the back shelf. You can help yourselves too, or if y'all got any spells.
Well, sure.
Callie will go look for poison.
Okay, can you make me an investigation roll, or make me a medicine roll? Everything here is very carefully labeled.
Okay, I
Can
do
I
that, think.
assist?
Oh wait, pardon me. Yes, you'll have to because Callie can't read anything on the wall.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
What's it written in?
It's written in Loros.
Ah.
So
okay.
Draconic script.
Should I also roll, or should she roll with advantage?
You will allow Callie to roll, is the way it's going to
Okay,
work.
cool. Just wanted to make sure.
And the
Okay,
chat
so I
just said
rolled
this is-
23.
Oh, that's great. So
So
you're going
basically, Lysithian will tell me what each one is, and then I'll be like, that one.
to, you find drow poison.
Oh,
There's
that one will be great. Let's use that.
Yeah, that one is basically like a shot of NyQuil. Like it'll just knock him right out. So as you actually, there's a 1 sec. Let me see what's on this wall. So actually, quite a few things. So as you are at the wall, you're going to notice there are quite a few poisons there. And he says, "Well, take whatever you like, really, that you think will work."
Oh, I think this one will work.
Okay, real quick, Callie, looking at the wall there with a 23, you are going to see that there are 4 different poisons that are on the wall there. One is drow poison. It's an injury poison that allows you to incapacitate people. It's how they take slaves, basically.
Okay.
Another is you are going to see Essence of Ether, which is a poison for 8 hours. It is an inhalant. You are also going to see that there is a jar of purple worm poison there.
Ooh.
You know purple worm poison is an injury-based thing. Anyone subjected to it suffers incredible damage. You could easily pocket that, and there is another one called Edagon's patented antifreeze formula.
I would like to pocket what I can.
Okay, you can make me a sleight of hand roll. And because Lysithian is helping and a jar doesn't have a good field of view, actually, what does he have for a field of view? One sec, let me see if he has true sight or something. Because I realized that's the one I didn't. Is you at a 20?
Yes.
Lindorm dice, man. Like the Kickstarter
The dice that you were jelly of have been treating me very well tonight.
Which is funny because my Lindorm dice have been rolling not well.
Yeah, you did.
Well, you saw what the Lindorm did to me on Rain. 2 nat ones in a row.
It obliterated you.
Whereas these red ones are really just like...
What did I call it? It was Edagon's what antifreeze?
Edagon's patented antifreeze.
Formula, yeah.
Yeah, this nice pink one has been treating me like trash today.
Okay, so with those, you are going to be able to grab all of those and be able to head back over. The Nothic is starting to struggle. Help me.
Can I try and knock it out?
Yeah, you totally can. What do you use?
My fist.
All right. You can make me an attack with advantage. It's tied down.
like she's just like, you know what? I got double nat ones.
Okay.
You punch the jar.
I was gonna say I punch myself probably.
Sounds pretty, yeah. Typical.
Okay, you are going to take, you know what? I'm gonna give you 2 options here. I'm gonna give you the Joss Whedon option, or I'm gonna give you the Chaos option.
Chaos.
Okay. If you
Oh, no.
insist.
Oh no.
Neither of those were a Lindorm dice, by the way.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna. Should I offer that to Kat, or should I be random between those 2? Double nat ones. No, I gotta hurt you for that. I'm sorry. That's just life.
I wouldn't have double nat ones, like.
That's wild.
That is
Like what?
That is
So
ridiculous.
stepping over, you're going to try to crank down into the side of this thing's face. And as you do, it is going to buck on the table. Your hand is going to fly up, and you're going to smack the bottom of Larry's jar. The brain is going to go duk, 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 fly out the top of the jar, land on the ground with a scream. Oh, my face! My face! You broke my face! Oh, god dang! And then, what's your armor class?
15. Chat says hurt or more.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta do something real quick. 15.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna treat these things like a swarm.
Do it.
Kat, you are restrained and knocked to the ground.
Okay.
As you are suddenly covered by 10 grasping claws.
Okay.
These hands lunge at you, covering your entire body, pulling you to the ground, and let's roll some damage. Crawling claw.
Vistra would like to, well, when Larry's brain goes on the floor, Vistra's gonna go try and pick up Larry's brain.
Sounds good.
Because what else the fuck is she gonna do?
Help!
Callie,
Help!
she's gonna be
Help!
like, Cat, I was working on that.
Yeah, also I could have hit him with the hammer. That would have really knocked him
Why would
out.
you hit me?
poison
I'm a
right
nice
here.
guy. I'm a nice guy.
fuck are all of you doing?
No, the Nothic, Larry, not you.
Kat, you're gonna take 30 points of bludgeoning damage. As it's just basically, you're gonna get bitch slapped 10 times.
I deserved this.
This is such an image. This is such an image in my mind right now.
So once that happens, Kat's just gonna go like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
Okay, so you can pick up the brain, and can you make me a charisma roll to try to pacify him? Like a persuasion, please? Robin?
Okay. Oh no.
Can Kat assist with profuse
No.
apologies?
No. You're too busy
I
getting
think
slapped.
you would give me disadvantage at this point, to be
You
honest.
are getting a flat roll because you're putting him back in his jar.
Cool. Okay, cool. I'm also gonna use determination that was rebought for me, to make that a 19.
Okay.
Actually, 30-20.
30-20.
I have a
Okay.
+1.
All right. So as you do, so you're gonna put it back in, and are you gonna say anything as you're doing it? How are you gonna try to bring this around?
Because it thinks it's a person, and then it thought its face is on the floor. Oh yeah, I got you. It's fine. Let me help you up. With
Okay.
like one hand, awkwardly trying to hold the brain.
Oh, your touch is so soft. I haven't been touched by a person in so long.
I feel it. And thank you.
Do you put him back in the jar?
Yes.
Galoosh. Ah, that's better. Whew. Ooh, she done knocked my block off.
Yeah, she's not really much of a fighter. Sorry about that. Didn't mean for obviously she didn't mean to slap you. She meant to punch the Nothic, but
You should. You're a nice person. I think we should be friends. I like your hair. It's real pretty. Make me a charisma save.
oh, fuck. I can't claim inspiration if I botch, right?
Nope, you can't. You guys are best friends. Like,
Cool.
you are
We're
best
best
friends. Like, flower
friends.
petals are erupting in your vision as this brain smiles. The face is going to go back to going, wook, wiki wiki, as a smile is drawn on it. And then, like, you'll see that this invisible finger actually draws a winky face. And then erases it before your friends turn back around. I saw that.
So good.
We're gonna be the
Oh
best
yeah,
of friends.
we're great friends.
Is there a Mr. One-Handed Dwarf?
I think it's complicated. Things are complicated right now.
I'm good at thinking my way through things.
I'll bet.
You are. You are charmed, by the way.
I know. I figured.
You are very charmed.
I'm very charmed.
Callie's just holding the jar of poison and going, "What the fuck just
A
happened?"
weird smile's gonna like break on Vistra's face, just like so enamored with this jar. That winked at her.
The jar is going to look over, and you're going to see like bits of the embalming fluid are like slowly leaking out of a crack at the bottom. Oh, I look like I think I'm bleeding.
Oh no!
Does any? Oh, my face. Can someone fix my face? Anybody got anything that'll help that? Oh no! Oh no!
I'm just built for breaking things, not putting things together.
Oh, you're nice. Any of you got anything that'll help me? Dribble, dribble, dribble.
Like the jar is broken?
Yeah, it looks
or-
like there's a crack in the jar.
Let me see if I have mending. Hold on. Nope. I didn't change out my cantrips today, so... Evelyn, you got mending?
Nope, I don't have mending. Cat, do you have... Guys, you can stop that. I don't think she meant it. A couple of the
10
claws
twice.
will like look down at you. They'll lean down at you, leap into the air above you, kind of in like a Cirque du Soleil ballet over your face, going like this and giving you the bird as they pass. It's actually quite a show. You're thinking that these things could be fun if they were tamed. Also, you're really bruised, a little scratched up, and this is the most scratched up or bruised you've been in a... Well, never mind. I'm not going to go that direction, but you know what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking.
You haven't been clawed up like this in a while.
Yeah, that's a shame. I don't have mending either, actually.
Any of you want to make me a perception roll?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yeah, I would love to. Can't even fucking see what that
Dice,
was. Oh, that's
man.
not bad at all.
Oh my gosh, another
Got
nat
another
one.
nat one.
Same.
24.
23.
Okay, 23. And what was the other one?
24.
24. Okay, so both of you are going to remember that back in the drow poison, back in the poison cabinet, there was a small jar with kind of a needle tip that was called universal glue.
Callie's gonna go back up and. Yeah.
You can't quite reach it.
Here you go, Callie.
Lysithian. I need
got-
height.
I grab it and I pass it to Callie.
Perfect.
Thank you.
You
Teamwork
got it
makes the dream
yourself,
work.
if anyone asks.
Okay.
Yeah, help my
How would you
friend.
do that?
Are
My
you
new
the
friend,
master of
Larry.
this tower?
Yeah, Vistra, cool your tits.
No.
Yes.
Shut
It's not
up.
appropriate for in public. Jeez. And Callie's gonna come over and carefully, like, try and glue up his glass.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're
Bleeding
welcome.
all...
This should stop the bleeding.
Thank you so much. Are you the master of this tower? No, my master's working real hard. He's downstairs. We're wasting time. Well, we got plenty of time in here. Nobody's gonna come into the tower, and I need some help right now. Can you? Oh, he looks like he's about to get up. Can somebody please dose this boy up?
Oh yeah, one sec.
I mean, I was trying before I accidentally.
I mean, I could hit him with
punched
my
you in the
hammer if
face.
we don't want to waste
Okay.
poison.
Guys, chill. I was trying to do it before you guys butted in
I didn't do
and
anything.
caused all this.
My goodness.
Callie's gonna go over and dump some drow poison in his face.
Okay. That's gonna work immediately because if you're using the whole jar, he's just gonna. Great. So I need a couple of other things if you don't mind. Could I get I could really use. I'm kind of a butterfingers right now, and I'm recovering from getting knocked on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Any of y'all surgeons?
I mean, I have really steady hands.
No, you don't.
Well, not when I'm trying to punch things, but for delicate things, I have steady hands. I said I'm sorry, okay?
Well, now I've got a dirty mind.
Oh, I mean, that's fair.
I don't
kinda
care. I
do.
just was wondering, can what I need is can someone here use this, and a little marker is going to float out toward you to mark around the. I'm not used to this type of skull, but I need to know the safe places to make surgical cuts because we got to extract this brain without damaging it.
Oh.
So anybody who wants to can go ahead and make me a medicine check to identify. the safe
Callie
places.
is very into this. Callie's gonna
All
try.
right. Cat's gonna give it a shot.
Is anyone proficient with alchemist supplies?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
And I only got a 16 on my medicine roll.
Okay.
At least it wasn't a nat one.
Or two.
It just accidentally stabs him in the face. God, my chair is so uncomfortable.
You get a new chair.
Oh, they're so expensive.
It's true.
Also, just out of character,
Yeah.
Vistra got charmed by the henchman, not the main bad on this tower. Great.
Get
I don't
the
know.
heck off
Larry's
me.
pretty charismatic. I mean,
Apparently.
Well, we don't even know if main bad is still around.
you know what? Vistra spent the first half of the campaign pickled, and now she has a boyfriend that's pickled. It's just, different phrasing, different meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She and Larry will be very happy together.
So would you get
I'm
on your
also
roll?
charmed by the other lady too.
I mean, it's because you're easy.
Yes.
So is Vistra. Callie. Would you get on your roll?
Oh, well, Kat was doing it, so.
Okay, so Kat, looking around, you're going to be able to just grab that and quickly draw a boop, 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 boop across the Nothic who is laying on the table going... but you are going to easily be able to locate where you could do it without damaging the brain. Great!
Cool.
Well, I guess you are a little better than I thought. Well, can I get somebody to go ahead and just do the cutting for me then? I got a scalpel right there.
Callie, you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, make me a dex check. Did you get a nat 1?
Yeah, I'm lucky though.
Okay, good.
Can't use that halfling luck, dude.
Always use the halfling luck.
Oh shit.
Accidentally stabs him in the head.
Okay. 21.
21. Okay, so it takes you about a half hour of work between this and what happens next, but you slowly and delicately make surgical cuts around the
It's kind
head.
of elegant, honestly. Nobody knew Callie could do that.
You cut the skin away, stripping it away from the meat, and then a small hacksaw floats over to you, allowing you to cut through the bone with actually fairly delicate ease. It slides through like butter. These tools, they should be rusted, but they're not inside of here. And in fact, you're actually noticing that these crawling claws, any of you who may have encountered these before or read about them before, they're generally disgusting. Rotting flesh, old gnarled nails, and green skin and pus shooting out bony protrusions. These look like these look like mannequin hands almost. Everything is really well preserved inside of this, especially Larry. He's literally a preserve. But the process after that is successful. Larry guides you through the rest of it, having you move the brain, which is kind of this miasmic purple lump
This is kind
of
of
fat.
disgusting.
Yeah, move it into that jar, and I've got this. And as he says that, a curved dagger will float across the room and plunge itself into the Nothic's heart. There will be a escape from its lips, and the body will dissolve to dust.
Was it successful?
He'll turn, and suddenly the brain in the jar will... Pardon me. The Nothic in the jar will twitch slightly, and you'll hear a voice in your heads. What? What is going on? Where am I? Where am I? Am I in a jar? Am I?
Yeah.
Yes.
I did necromancy.
You were very good.
That's
at
the way
it.
you say it, right, Lysithian?
Necromancy.
Oh. Fine.
And I thought it was that too, to be honest.
I don't want to be here. I want to be what?
I mean, you were a Nothic a minute ago.
No, I wasn't. I was a wizard. I was a great and
No.
powerful...
No, you were
We're
not.
One-eyed, green,
Gross.
Growling.
kind of speaks like...
So really, we saved your mind.
Yeah, you're
You're
welcome.
welcome.
I don't want to be here.
Okay, but who are you exactly?
I'm... Tabitha? Tobias.
I mean, those are
Fizbad.
two vastly different names.
You're kind of similar.
I guess so.
Let's start with T's.
Tyrone. Tyrone.
Besides, you have somebody to talk to here, Larry.
Mr. T something. Fools I pitied. What?
You have a subordinate or something who wanted to talk to you. His name was Larry.
Oh, what? No. I'm the boss here.
Keep
Yeah,
your
Larry's the
fucking
boss.
story straight. Oh, shut up, Vistra.
What do you mean my story
don't tell me
straight?
to
I'm the
shut
boss.
up.
Well, I'm the boss
Yeah, no,
here.
he's the boss of this one that he just made,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the big boss is downstairs.
See,
Yeah,
I
and
see.
now And now, this one will live forever. This is what I want to do to these two, too. He'll look down at the cultist and the drow who are on the floor in half states of consciousness.
Oh, well, we have to talk to your boss first, and then we can go back and help.
Sounds good. Denny, you want to do this? Be happy to make some upgrades, do you?
Well,
I'm good.
when I get closer to death, I'll come back.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm really enjoying having a body.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if y'all want, I can. I'd be happy to. If you. I mean, because you live forever, and you could. Okay, sure.
Be in a jar.
Well, I mean, that's the basic idea. I mean, you wouldn't have to. There are other ways.
I can come back later.
What other ways? Velen says.
Velen. You can't be serious.
What other ways are there? And at this point, can I get anybody to make me an insight roll?
Yes.
Sure.
I'm gonna roll a big chunky boy and hopefully it does me well.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping my dice are nicer to me.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
Nope.
And it's going to be
I think my dice
16.
are jealous.
16? 21?
22.
22? Perfect.
10.
10, all right. And Velen is... So, Vistra, you're not going to quite understand what's going on at first, but you'll catch on after a minute or so. Velen is trembling fairly badly. She mostly keeps it invisible beneath her cold weather clothing, and sometimes in the middle of the morning when you are waking up and preparing, you can see it. But now that she's clammy, and now that the arcane blight has begun to take hold of her and made her paler, her hands are trembling, her shoulders are trembling, her breath and lips are trembling, and she is stricken with what you thought a moment ago was perhaps just the aftershock of a battle? No, there's more than that. There's something genuinely wrong. But it didn't seem like the time to believe it until she actually brought this up. What other ways are there? She says. Her hands tremble now like leaves in a strong breeze. I'm here looking for a spell that can fix this me. Well, if any of y'all want, I mean, I've got that, and it'll gesture over to the corner where you'll see that there is a large object beneath a sheet. It looks like more furniture that's been stacked up.
What's that?
Oh, sorry. Left Gina, right Terry. Can you get that for me? Two of the hands, a left and a right, spring up and go across the floor and tug that off. Behind it, you will see that there is a small, about 5 foot, well, small is not the operative term. About 6 feet tall, smaller than you would expect. What you first think is a suit of full plate armor. But it's not. It's a mechanical, well, it's a humanoid body. Made of metal. I could always put one of you in that. She'll work just fine. Or, if you wanted to, if you get one of them magin things, I could pop you in there, lickety-split.
Velen, what the hell is going on with you?
Yeah, what?
We all have... I realize we're all suffering, and it fucking sucks, and I want to get out of here as soon as possible.
Yeah.
However...
I was suffering before.
Yes, but why?
I have a condition. Degenerative. Hereditary, and too built into me to cure with simple magic. by the time I realized what it was too late, and I didn't have enough money to left over from my studies in this trek to pay for the adequate treatment. I was hoping to find something here akin to a wish spell or something that could regenerate this. But right now, my brain is... my nerves... it's all falling apart. You've seen it. I swear, when I was a young woman, I was a keen shot. I would go out hunting with my father, and I would never miss. And now, a man can be 2 feet in front of my face trying to stab one of my allies, and I can't hit him with a bolt of magic. And now you think back to every time that she's failed an attack roll. At something so simple as a grasping spell. It's getting worse. I had
Not
hoped,
even. Go ahead.
I'd hoped we'd have more time here.
Not even a greater restoration spell or anything?
It would need to be something as powerful as something more powerful, or getting a new body entirely. So unless Callie wants to preside over me for a Katerina special. Kat, I want you to do me a favor. Make me one more insight roll.
Okay. That's gonna be a 17.
17, fantastic. She looks at you as she says that. Katerina special. And you have a brief moment where you flash back to every cruel, barbed word she's ever said to you. And you realize that the Katerina special line is the key. It hasn't been hate, it hasn't been annoyance. I mean, a little bit, of course. She's envious of your second chance. And has been the whole time.
Well, I mean, if we get the oils and unguents and all that stuff, sure. I can cast reincarnate on you. I just need the stuff. I don't have any of it.
Well, what did we
But
need
yeah,
for
I
it?
could totally do that.
How much longer do you think you have, Valen?
Does nobody want to go into the robot body? It's
Not
a free
really.
robot body.
I
Yeah,
don't
but
really...
flesh body is great.
Well,
Flesh bodies are great.
But you're, I mean,
How would you have sex without a flesh body?
It's a very good point.
Dude!
it's fully functional.
That's kind of terrifying.
It's got multiple attachments and doodads.
But would you still feel everything? It can't be the same.
Is it? I don't really think it's the sex that matters here.
You'll hear squeak, 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 and the brain jar will wink at you.
I think it's more a matter of Velen needs a functioning body. Velen,
Yes.
would you rather be reincarnated or take a fucking robot body from a brain in the jar?
Yeah, it worked once, twice maybe, but there's not much proof.
I think I'd
You'd be
probably
taking a
rather.
risk.
I'm just saying that we should keep the options open in the event.
Yes.
Okay, well, whatever y'all want, really. Well, okay. Right, Tina. Left, Reginald. Can you, folks, can you help get one of those two on the table? I'm gonna make another one. I think now that I've got it worked out, I can do it on a person pretty well.
Whatever you want, Larry. Honestly, we're best friends. I can grab that for you.
Oh, thank you so much. You're so sweet.
Maybe you and I can take that robot body out for a test later.
Are you fucking?
I like that a lot.
Who wants to go see the boss downstairs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Callie's gonna start looking through her
her bag. And she's like, okay, well, I have some oil. It's not the really good stuff, but it can at least be a base. It's a starting point.
Okay.
Oh, hey, do you know what this is? The
What do you-
swirling yellow potion.
Swirling yellow potion? Where'd you get that?
I don't remember now.
Swirling yellow potion, eh?
Yep, that's all you told me about it at the time.
Do you remember when you got it?
I have to
just-
see if I can
it's
remember
just
where it
pee.
was originally.
Just pee.
It's just pee.
Yeah,
I
wh-
think it was the dead chick up by that original rune tower where the Nothics got us, and we jumped down the tunnel.
The dead chick. From the Tower of Evocation?
No, before we ever got to the city. We dropped down the tunnel to the Remoras. And before
Yeah.
that, we'd been looting a body or something.
Oh, the
Oh, the
heckin',
magic. Yeah.
I think it was
Oh.
maybe her. 'Cause it's in the bag of holding thing I have.
Oh, okay. 1 sec then. So,
So
it was,
it's
the
more
one that was
recent.
named after Mount Ellen?
Yes.
Okay, 1 sec.
Maybe.
It is. God, how many episodes back was that? 1 sec. Boop, 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 boop. Sketchbook. Potion. Yeah, there was a potion there. So, one
Sweet.
sec. So, can you...
So Callie's gonna wave it at Velen. You think, is this one that might work for that? She's gonna start like cataloging what she has.
roll me a D100.
D100. Okay, okay. 92.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna... Okay. I'm gonna choose a different list because that one was weird. Okay. Random potion generator. Let's do it.
While you're looking at that, I'm overheating. I'm just gonna take my wig off.
That's
Sounds good.
fair.
You have no idea what it would do.
Well, that's why I'm waving it at Velen.
I would have to investigate it.
Okay.
Well, y'all, well, Vistra, honey, can you help me strap him down?
Of course.
Do you want to help me up here while your friends are going down there?
Sure. That sounds
that's-
like a great idea.
You're so wonderful and beautiful.
No, you are, Larry.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I wish I had hair like yours.
It's falling out right now.
Callie's just gonna side-eye this and then look at Lysithian, which is like, what the fuck is going on?
Can I make an insight roll because
Please,
magic
guys,
or
I'm
Arcana
fucking
check or
charmed.
something?
You can make me an insight roll. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'd fucking love to.
I believe in you.
What dice am I going to use? Vistra, it's your fate. What dice should I use?
Oh, did we get-
Use the chonker. Use the chonker.
All right, Stardust creatives, don't fuck me now.
Come on.
do it.
Okay. No, that I thought that was a 17. It's plus my insight. That's gonna be 10.
10?
Oh no.
You're like,
Oh no.
everything's fine. Everything's fine.
This is just normal.
This is
just being
normal.
weird.
She just seems fucking weird to me.
Vistra's just
She's
been
always just
odd
weird.
this like past couple days, man.
It's fair.
Yeah, I'll start. It's fun, guys. I'm not good with magic down there anyway.
Super
I'll
didn't
help.
prep dispel magic, so you're on your own, buddy.
Actually, I have a question about that.
Yeah.
If you use charm person on someone that's charmed,
Yeah.
does it do anything?
I mean, it might be a three-way.
So
It doesn't override the charm. It just charms as well.
Oh no.
Okay, can
super
Callie insight
charmed.
this? Because she does have dispel magic prepped, so...
You can give me an insight roll, sure.
Because this is kind of weird behavior for Vistra, because Callie knows she's all into dwarves and nothing else.
Yes.
Okay, well, I rolled a 19.
Okay. Yeah, she's acting pretty weird. I think the jig is up. I think you know that she's acting extra funny. Okay.
Dispel magic.
Vistra, you're going to be dispelled. However, because you botched, you're still going to be friendly disposed. You're not going to go immediately to hostile. You're just going to be like, did you charm me?
Did you charm me, Larry?
Just a little.
Oh, Oh, you didn't have to do that.
Well, I was just anxious. I ain't seen nobody in so long, and you seem so nice, and your hand is so soft.
That's freaky.
A
mean,
little, yeah.
It's a bit rough, but
Hey.
Like, how could it be soft? She flings weapons.
I've only felt 2 things in the last 1,000 years, and one of them was the floor.
That's fair.
So it's a little softer than that.
That's true.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. You don't have to help me with this experiment if you don't wanna.
I mean, it's a bit odd, Larry. I'm not gonna lie. I'm also not. I have one hand. It's not gonna be very helpful.
Here. Vistra, let's put the dude up on the table, and then you can get your hands to do it from there.
Yeah.
Well, if you want a spare hand, I can give you one. Left Josephine. One of the hands is gonna jump up on the table. Does she look like she'll fit you okay? The hand will just kind of pose.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I appreciate it, but I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. I guess.
Sorry, I'm not very medically inclined.
Why don't we?
It's kind
We'll
of
go talk to your boss, and then we'll pass by on our way out. Okay?
Yeah, we'll come back.
Okay. You just don't disturb him. He's really busy. Okay.
Oh yeah. We'll be real good.
Yes.
All right. Heading down the stairs into the basement. You are going to. Are you all going down?
Yeah, I know I am.
Yeah.
If it's just a little weirded out after
Making
the
sure-
charm is wearing off.
Making sure that the Valen is with us.
Valen
She's
is
kind
gonna
of
go down,
questioning why she was wanting to make out with a jar at one point. It's just a bit shook.
And Callie's questioning that too.
Because you're into jarheads.
Ah.
Deep cut. Heading down the stairs, you find books, overturned tables, and bones of all manner of creature lying around the floor here. In fact, as you step into the basement, you'll see that the entire room is actually draped by that green luminescent fungi. A well-preserved body lies twisted and broken on the floor. In the corner of the room, the glint of a large green gemstone can be seen half buried beneath the bones. And when I say large gemstone, I mean about the size of your fist, Callie.
Oh.
Oh, pardon me, against the... Like, these bones are, like... There's the spine of a dragon over there, for one. Like, all sorts of things around here. In fact, anyone who's looking around, what's your passive nature? Anybody with a passive nature of 12 or more?
I'd have a 12.
I have 12.
14.
14? Okay. You're going to recognize creatures of various types around the room. I'm saying that, let's see, rare fossils here. Some of these are creatures that have not existed in thousands and thousands of years. This is that's the wrong song. An amazing spread. And in fact, over there's a small staff made from a dragon wormling spine. Would be a fantastic focus for anybody who wanted one like that. Doesn't look like it's probably innately magical, but still kind of neat. But I'm talking about strange creatures, any type of vertebrae you can think of, including dinosaurs. Bits of their bones are on the ground.
Is there like you know how Cubone was wearing the skull of his mother, like the top half?
Yeah.
Is there like a skull that's like lost a jaw that Vistra can wear as a hat?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can be a Cubone.
She's gonna put
It's
it on her head.
it is going to be, what dinosaur am I thinking of, Mike? It is big enough for a dwarf's head, probably
Oh god, there's a lot that are big enough for a dwarf's head.
an Allosaurus, I guess, like a small Allosaurus.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, an Allosaurus is big.
Yeah, but it could be like a juvenile one.
A juvenile one, yeah.
Yeah, you'll find one. It's got like serrated fangs out the front of it and a muzzle.
You'll like put it on her head and be like, "Do I look badass?"
You look stupid.
Oh, you're such a potty pooper sometimes, Lysithian.
You're putting that thing's head on your head. I don't see the appeal.
It's cool. I had a dragon bone. Actually, I still have it in my bag. But
How
I
do you
had a
think he
dragon
died?
bone heft.
Harwar will gesture toward the very well preserved body that actually looks like he probably died like hours ago. Even though he's dressed like a Netherese mage who likely died thousands of years ago. Or 1,000 years ago, I should say.
Can I investigate the body?
You may. You can make me
Yeah.
a medicine check. Are you helping
Taking my
Lysithian?
assist? Yeah.
Yeah?
I'd
Yeah,
like to
yeah.
assist.
I'll.
Okay, so you can
Sounds
roll with
good.
advantage then, Cat.
Okay, cool. I don't think I'm gonna roll better than that though, and I didn't. So that's gonna be a 21.
So you, looking at him, you're going to see that obviously the same type of bludgeoning damage you saw on those other bodies in the Tower of Evocation. This looks like he died from the falling city.
Oh, okay.
But he's perfectly preserved, almost like a spell had been cast on him to preserve his body. Or now you think back to the claws upstairs in their perfect state of non-decay. This entire tower seems to be well preserved. And so you're touching the body. Can you make me a charisma save, please?
Yes. Oh, I'm gonna use the awful pink dice to see what comes up. I shouldn't have used the awful pink dice. Wait, that was a charisma save?
Yeah.
Oh, charisma's perfect for me. So that's gonna be an 18.
18, sounds good. All right.
Yeah.
So who is next closest to the body? Lysithian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lysithian.
Yeah, they were right there too.
Can you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
Huh?
Make me a charisma save.
And I'm going to use... I'll use one of my obby dice. Fuck it. That was a good choice. Charisma save. That's going to be 19.
19, sounds good. And then Callie, over in the corner, you see this emerald is just glittering in the green light here. It catches your eye. Make me a charisma save.
Okay. Six.
Cool. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you open your Facebook real quick? I'm just gonna, because I've got it on this computer.
Sure.
I'm gonna send you something. It's a present, because we're friends.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'd forgotten for a second that my charisma rolls are ridiculously high to
phenomenal.
begin with, because
Because you're a bard,
Bard.
yes.
So, Callie, you're gonna pick up that emerald, and oh god, this thing is worth like a lot of money, like probably 1,000 gold.
Okay. She's going to start wandering the room, like poking around and trying to see if there's anything else cool. This thing's huge. Maybe there's more.
Is there any commotion coming up from upstairs, Vistra? After when she plays around with her dinosaur skull, she's
As you're
gonna
playing
kinda
around, you're gonna start hearing screaming upstairs. Looks like the surgery is going well.
Guys, I'm hearing screaming. Do you think...
It's
One of us
probably
should-
fine.
Okay.
It's just a cultist.
I mean, yeah, but it's still getting tortured up there.
No, he's getting his brain removed. Trust me, there wasn't much there to begin with if he was following Avarice after the castle.
You
So
know,
who
what,
is-
fuck it, I'll ask you later.
Go ahead. Who is that?
What?
What?
Hmm?
You were going to say something, Lysithian. Say it.
I wasn't going to say anything shitty, I was just going to fucking ask you.
Go
What the
ahead.
fuck you're doing following Avarice? What was your plan there?
My plan was exactly as it was. I got behind her, and then I got behind her. Or do you
Okay,
mean
but
that-
why?
I don't believe any longer in Levistus' return. I was shown a different path, thanks to you. I want to make sure that Icewind Dale is free of Oral, free of Levistus, and free of these weak, pathetic cultists.
Okay.
And if I can get rich off of it while I'm at it, all the better.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Plus.
you have your mother in... Not Bryn Shanda. Bremen. That's the place. She's probably... But, I mean... If you're rich, you can give her some money, right? Because she cares about you. A lot.
The people I owe will be taken care of. I owe my mother a lot.
I hate to interrupt, but in
Out of the corner of your
Loros.
ear, you're going to hear Callie begin to start speaking in Loros, which is like, you know, Elf Latin. Vistra, you can understand this, and Professor Scant will pipe up from inside of Velen's bag and translate for everyone else.
Ah, wonderful. Now that I have your attention, greetings. I am High Necromancer Katavix of the Ythryn. I know not how much time has passed since the city fell from the sky, but I need to find someone. I will relinquish this body back to its owner if you permit me to raise mine from the dead and begin my search. There is a diamond here somewhere worth 500 gold, and I need it.
What?
What?
I am using this body. I wish to raise mine.
Is Callie okay? Are you
Yes, yes, I would not harm them. Would not harm any of you. I just need to raise my own. I need to find my lover.
What?
Oh!
Oh, yeah.
Her!
I do not know what is so difficult to understand. Help me find the diamond.
Oh no, that's not the problem at all.
No, it's
What?
your lover's a frog?
Yeah.
What?
No!
And I think that's a good place for us to take a quick break. So
Okay, you guys are all idiots.
No,
It's-
it was the other girl in the love tower. It's in the tower.
Why would you say something like that while he's possessing Callie?
So
Right?
loud, you're like blowing out my. Okay, Callie got
Ow.
so loud, and I'm like, ow.
Yeah. Ow.
You're very loud.
Yeah, guys, what the fuck?
Oh, that's so good.
Also, wasn't she not a frog? Wasn't it the other one?
Yeah, no,
It was
you're,
that?
Yep, it's not the frog.
You actually didn't
Yeah.
wait for the name.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the other girl that had the crown.
Because you stopped talking, and so I figured you were done.
Well, you didn't ask. I just
Yeah,
said
no,
lover.
I was gonna wait, and it's the girl that you had could have stolen the crown from that made it would kill her.
Who actually
See-
asked about the necromancer. But hey,
I
Yeah, that's what I
completely forgot
thought.
about that.
Yeah, I thought.
I thought it was the other one.
and we'll talk about that when we come back from this break.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
folks, we'll be back in 5. We're just going to take our quick buyout. So see you in a few.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're here for Let's Talk to the Chat. So hi, guys. How's it going? It has been 2 weeks for Rime and the Frostmaiden. I am very, very excited to say that we're back. Ding. So, hey, folks, if this is your first time on the chat portion, this is where we talk to the chat. So if you have any questions, comments, anything that you want to say in the chat to us directly, this is where we have a much greater chance to reply and work with you and do stuff like that. So some channel announcements. So Hayden is getting married someday.
Married.
I don't know when, but I'm gonna.
Marriage is what.
I'm gonna be there.
Marriage
Damn it.
is
Marriage
success.
today.
Oh. Oh, somebody else took it.
I have put all of my tax money aside to pay for the visit down when you get married, so it's
Right?
already in holding
I'm
for you.
saving. I'm saving already.
I have no money.
I don't even know who's on the guest list yet, y'all. That's not even been discussed with,
I'ma crash
with
it.
my fiance, so...
Wedding
gonna-
crashers. Wedding crashers, Callie, let's
I was
go.
like, you're welcome to come visit. I don't even know who's on the guest list. We haven't finalized
I
anything
just want an
outside
excuse.
of
Whatever,
our
just have us come for the
immediate family we don't
reception
know.
or something.
Yeah.
Hayden, I don't need an excuse to go to Los Angeles. I want to anyways.
Right, I want to go to Disneyland and go to Galaxy
Disneyland.
and
Like,
get a
I-
lightsaber. So like,
Yeah,
I don't
kinda
need to be
wanna pay
invited to your
$200 for a
wedding,
lightsaber
but
too,
I
I'm
want
not gonna lie.
I want an excuse
no,
to go
right.
to LA.
I
So
mean, you're welcome to come visit anytime. I just don't know who's on the guest list. So
that's-
if you're not there, I'm sorry.
no, we're gonna still be around.
Yeah, it's true.
We just
We'll
want to
just
support
creep
you.
it.
We'll just creep you. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just stand
Hang around
outside.
hide in the
outside.
bushes.
We'll
Yeah.
be with you in spirit.
Fine.
Yeah.
So
we'll bring the weird old big ass
Opera
binoculars.
glasses. We'll have the opera. No, we'll have the opera glass. The little,
Oh, yeah,
like-
man.
So, other cool stuff that's happening around the channel as well. Let's see. The new Mage Chronicle begins this Saturday with our episode 0. If you haven't seen on YouTube or Twitch, the trailer is up right now, and the trailer's pretty good. I think it's all right. It's passable. It's pretty good. It's actually pretty good.
It's pretty damn good, Kelly.
Thank you. That took way too long for the minute that it lasts.
I've may have watched it like 10 times. It's fine.
It's good. And then who was it earlier on the Patreon that asked? It was Nacro. Was like, which 4 girls? Which 4 girls do you think? It's not going to be the cast. It's going to be another 4 girls. But it is Christine, Robin, Jen, and Amy are in that game. So, and their characters are pretty dope. It's going to be really good.
I finally got my shirt yesterday. Krista delivered it as soon as she finished it, and oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And so
try my
light.
wig on. See if I can get it styled.
I need to figure out styling.
That's fair. And then other cool stuff that's happening is we are finishing up the initial prep for Extra Life this year. For Extra Life Tabletop Appreciation Weekend in August. So a couple of cool things about that. Christine and I are going away the week beforehand on a family trip. So vacation finally. So I'm gonna try to have some stuff that's gonna air during that. I'll see if we can get it done in time. But hopefully there'll be some content for you, which I'm not gonna talk about besides right now, just in case I get way too busy, because I still have to finish like 2 books before then. But Extra Life's gonna be really great. We've got a lot of really weird games that are running. I'm considering running the Nerds Adventure, like the Candy Nerds. They released a D&D module. I'm like, what is happening? You should totally watch the Mage of the Ascension game. Even if you don't, like, look, if you're here to watch D&D, that's fantastic, and we love you for it. But, I mean, give the other games a chance. You might like them. You might be totally confused by them, which is fine. That's kind of Mage's deal.
Start with us on the first episode, because Robin's not played it really before.
Yeah,
I've only played one
2
shot big
for, like-
games, but they were different systems.
And I walked you through a lot of it.
So we're all gonna have to be like chatting and discussing back and forth and working out how stuff will work. So it would be a good one to be in, because most of us are not really super like professional about it. Like we don't have it down pat.
Yeah, and the thing is,
Besides Kelly.
there is such a difference between editions as well, because I grew up with what was the 3rd edition of Mage Revised, and this is technically Mage 4th edition. It's like the 20th anniversary edition, and not to get too into the nitty-gritty, basically what happened is one of the original creators came back to write this version, the new version, but they didn't write the version I grew up on, and they really hate that version. So there's a lot of stuff that I know, like the back of my hand, that they've been like, that sucked, I hate it. Like, this is not going to make any sense to you. Hey, Mike and Christine, because you know what I'm talking about on this, guess how many points of paradox you get from casting a vulgar spell? You remember how it's the sphere rating +1 if it's in front of witnesses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, they put it back to the pre-end of the world tension. Guess how many you get from casting any vulgar spell?
4? 1.
Doesn't
Even
that
with
sound like
witnesses?
a... Was that?
Even with witnesses?
You get 2 with witnesses, I think.
But that seems really low.
It's really low. It means you can cast like vulgar magic constantly. And the other thing is that it doesn't go off. The only difference is it doesn't go off right away. In this one, it stays on your pattern until the DM, or pardon me, the storyteller is like, this is a dramatic moment. I don't like that as much.
Because, I mean, at one point I casted so much vulgar magic that I created a volcano in central Vancouver.
Yes, I remember that.
It was glorious. Hell, thank you, Gravity Mage. God, he was fun to play.
He was ridiculous. But yeah, so I
Yeah,
think
because I feel like that means there's not as much reason to refrain from vulgar magic or come up with creative ways in which it could be consensual.
See, and this is my problem with a lot of the things in Mage 20 that we're going to try to rectify. One of the reasons is when they rewrote Revised to make it so that you got hurt way more for doing magic, the idea was like, oh, the world's ending. The technocracy is winning. The world's ending. They're winning. Our paradigms are shrinking. It's more desperate. So when you pull out the big guns, they're big guns, right? Mm-hmm. I think the Victorian era is the moment that should start. Because you're on the downward slope, right? You're like, oh, well, science is sure a thing. Oops.
Thanks, Prince Albert.
Get in the can. But it'll make a lot more sense. Basically, Mage the Ascension is a game about a bunch of different people who realize that their beliefs are strong enough to affect reality, because their beliefs are super beliefs. But they come into conflict with all the mundane beliefs that say that, no, you can't summon a dragon because dragons aren't real.
And that's what we mean when we talk about vulgar and consensual. Vulgar magic is a stuff like a fireball out of nothing.
Yeah.
Just appearing. Consensual would be taking a gas can and lighting it on fire and creating a much bigger fireball than it should make.
Like a Michael Bay fireball versus a real fireball, right? Like, holy shit.
So that's consensual. Consensual. People could believe that.
Versus not. So was our Technocracy game Awakening or Ascension?
That was Ascension. Awakening.
Okay.
Oh, so by the way, hi, Vorpal Tales. We're just talking about Mage, Awakening, and Ascension. So Ascension is Technocracy. Awakening is the Awakening LARP where you blew up the mall.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
You blew up a lot of stuff in both games, but like it's a very different vibe, right? Like Mage the Awakening is first edition was kind of a wreck. Second edition is really solid. I don't like it as much as I like Ascension, but it's still got a cool vibe. It's got the Harry Dresden vibe.
Right, because Awakening was the one that Mike ended up outside of their body. Correct?
Which one? Which Mike?
Or got the Mike that we're playing with right now.
Okay, because like, what did you end up outside of your body, Michael or Mike?
Did I?
Didn't you or no? You got your powers bound.
Yeah, I got my powers
that's right. You got his
bound
powers.
because I erupted a volcano in central Vancouver.
Yeah.
In the middle of the dead mall. Or not.
And then all of the High Council got killed off, so you never got your powers back.
Yeah, and then I had to go into the final fight with a machine gun.
It was great. Hey, for those of you who are just tuning in for the first time from this raid, if you like our costumes now, you should definitely come back on, not this Saturday because it's our meeting 0, but Saturday, August 31st, is the official first episode of our Victorian era Mage the Ascension game, which is a fully costumed, including the dungeon or the storyteller, Victorian era game. So we got corsets out the wazoo, or wherever they're supposed to go. I'm not sure. I'm a guy. I think on the boobs. That got quiet real quick.
I was just thinking, I'm not wearing a corset.
I got a Victorian shirt with lace and ruffles.
Yeah.
Who's wearing?
No corset.
Amy's wearing a corset for that. I'm pretty sure.
Is she?
Nope, I don't think so.
Isn't she? I thought she
I
was.
don't know. Jen's got a similar blouse. We both got our blouses
Anyway,
from
it's Victorian.
it's
It's in the Victorian era. It's I got lacy bits that I'm gonna wear.
I got a proper Victorian shirt. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and so it's gonna be fully costumed. In fact, every one of our games is fully costumed except for our Wednesday night game, which is our casual Wednesday. Although I would love for us to finish the final season wearing costumes for that. That would be great.
And the only reason I'm not wearing wig right now is because it's super hot in my computer area and overheating.
Oh, sorry, I meant July 31st. July 31st, not August 31st.
I have a lot of wig to wear.
So
game.
Mage episode 0 is this Saturday. Mage episode 1 is the following Saturday. It's a weekly game. I said August by mistake. Good catch, MK. But
did you? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, well, it's because it's almost August at that point, and I was getting fried. So we have like 2 games in a row, and then we're away for a weekend. So we're gonna miss 1 game in the first month, but that's fine. That's whatever.
Well,
Okay, so we're gonna miss 2 though because we have Extra Life.
That's Extra
I was gonna say Extra Life.
So how many games do we have? I think we have 3 games before. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be like super.
Yeah, so we missed 2 weekends in a row.
Yeah.
I've got to work on my Irish accent. Not that. See, no, that was not an Irish accent.
You do have to work on your Irish accent. Just remember what I said about Scottish versus Irish.
Yes.
A Scottish accent goes down.
Down.
An Irish accent goes up.
The upwards lilt.
It's basically.
I need to work on my upwards lilt.
Hold on, I gotta check what.
I need to work on my accents in general, so I feel that.
I've been listening to a lot of YouTube videos of British accents.
So we got 2 weeks on and then 2 weeks off, and then we're back to normal schedule after that. It's gonna be super good. But you're not gonna be able to miss it. It's gonna be great. And then one of the days that you are going to miss it because we won't be running in that during Extra Life is that presently that weekend we've got 3 days of role playing. Sorry, 3 days of role playing, and I believe 11 games that weekend. So help us raise money for the BC Children's Hospital and the Children's Miracle Network. Every dollar that you donate is going to go to help sick kids and to make us do really stupid stuff, including there is going to be like a My Little Pony game. I'm not sure what I'm running. I might run Animal Adventures. I kind of want to, where everyone gets to be a dog or a cat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and these
The
are
working title for the My Little Pony game, just FYI, is The Rescue of Rainbow Dash.
But you could say charity is magic.
It's true, but I want to, let the audience know
Not
that.
the rescue of James Bodash?
Well, no, James Bodash will be in the game, but no one's going to be rescuing him.
Are you sure?
Stupid stuff for charity, man. It's seriously. Last year, between our 2 Extra Lives, we were able to raise $15,000, and this year we're shooting
wild.
for. I know, right? This year we're shooting for 20. So I think we can do it. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's always a really good time. So besides that, what else do we want to talk about real quick? I'm going to say that we'll do the just chatting for 5 more minutes, like 5 people minutes, not Kelly minutes.
I don't know. I'm just excited because I've been heckin'
Busy.
working on dice a whole bunch lately, so I'm excited.
Dice.
And you really have to work that finger muscles now, like
Yeah.
just show it off
Bling,
again,
bling, bling,
just
bling,
bling
bling.
hold up all that bling.
Mike, you went
That's
flying
gonna be
today.
my favorite thing. Is if anyone hits
I
on
did
me
go
at
flying
cons, because I have 2 cons lined up for next year. If anyone hits on me, I can flip them off with my ring finger.
Ah.
Nice.
But yes, on that note, I did go flying today. It was great. I go flying every Monday. Although I don't actually fly the plane, I'm a passenger in the plane. But we patrol the entire Souk watershed for fires.
Oh,
that's
that's so cool.
Yeah, twice a day, every day during the summer. The CRD contracts the Victoria Flying Club to patrol the Souk watershed for trespassers and fires. And so because I'm off on Mondays, I go in for an hour on my day off because it involves going flying in a plane, and I'm just like, hell yeah, I'm doing that on my day off. Because
yeah.
I get
That's
paid
awesome.
for it, and it's great. And today was especially cool because the snowbirds were around, which for all of our American friends, the snowbirds are the Canadian Air Force equivalent of the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds or the U.S. Navy Blue Angel air demonstration teams. And so I got to
They do strategic maple syrup operations. in
They
the
do
sky.
strategic maple syrup operations. So I got to listen in on them when they came on the radio, which was extraordinarily cool. And then on way back to the airport, I got put into the circuit around the airport, landing behind a fighter jet, which was also really cool. And then I got to go talk to the pilot,
That's so
and
cool.
go check check it out. And that was super rad because I love planes.
Is the dog whining, Christine?
Yes, the dog is whining.
Okay. Do we need to put him out?
I think so.
Okay. Do you want me to do it, or you got it?
I can get it.
Okay.
Congrats on beating gravity. Yes, I beat gravity on a regular basis.
Oh,
Nice.
you're defying gravity.
I'm defying gravity.
usually wins for me.
But it
never
won't
goes
bring you
well
down.
for me.
No, it won't
There's
bring me
nobody
down.
in all of Oz.
Especially with horseback riding,
No
I get
wizard that there
randomly
ever was.
gravity
That there
checks.
is
so
or
it's not
was.
good.
Is ever gonna bring you
Me down.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
You don't
Little
want to hear me.
pitchy.
I'm sorry. Let's hear you do Idina Menzel.
Yeah, you voice
No.
actor.
I mean, oh yeah, I got hired to be voice actor this week. I guess that's something I can announce.
Yeah.
So I can't tell you what the product is, but I'm voicing 3 or maybe 4. I think I got listed for 4, but it's a paid voice acting gig.
Hell
For-
yeah.
Which is rad.
Yeah, it's going to be on
I
YouTube
started
soon.
a new show today, so
Which is
And you
rad
can't tell us what it
sauce.
is, but
I can't say what it is, and I'm recording on an ongoing project again tomorrow, so that's going to be good.
it's so
It's-
good.
Redacted.
And then
Hashtag redacted.
I've written a lot of porn for the book I'm writing right now.
Hell yeah, dude, get it?
Nice, nice.
I
nice.
didn't get it, but they sure did.
I
That is
just got.
I got to rewrite that
the-
scene. It's a little awkward.
I just got the PDF for the Stargate role-playing game.
Oh, did you?
Ooh.
I just got the
Yeah.
download for it.
That's fantastic.
So I have that now. So hello Stargate role-playing game.
God, you should run that. I want to be Kurt Russell. I don't want to be his character. I just want to be Kurt Russell
Fair
or Jake
enough.
Russell or Wyatt Russell. Wyatt Russell, that's the one.
There you go. But yes, so I have that to read through when I have time.
Oh, you should run something for Extra Life. I got an extra DM spot. I'm pretty sure. I might not. I'm running Alien for that probably. Ooh, and because Rime is coming to a close, we are working on all of our costumes for Wild Beyond the Witchlight, which has finally had some information dropped about it. Which thank God.
I'm so excited.
It's gonna be really good. I think it's gonna be like this game, but more chaotic. Like I think it's gonna be this, but like funnier. I don't think
I'm gonna bring the chaos.
I think so. Like I think this is gonna, and I'm really gonna go off script a lot. I think
I am so looking forward to my character. I've
Me
finally
too,
figured out what I'm
too.
playing, and
So one thing, and don't tell anybody what you're playing. Everybody keep what you're playing a secret.
Yeah.
But
oh yeah, no, I can't wait for the reveal for mine.
oh, you are coming in a tiny bit loud. I feel that now.
That's weird because I have not changed any
Came
settings.
down like a little bit.
Yeah. But anyway, one thing that I heard from Wizards of the Coast, and this is my opinion of D&D, that I think it's frustrating that this is a big deal for D&D, but they said, we're trying something different with this module. You can go from the beginning to the end without ever entering combat. So they wrote it so it could be a non-violent campaign. If you wanted to be non-combat, you don't have to. I think that most role-playing games should have that option, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like,
See, I don't think that would work quite so well for a Stargate RPG, but
you just act like Tolok and flex and talk about Death Jam Vendetta. You know? But like, I feel like Rime of the Frostmaiden should have had that option too, where you can just talk your way through stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly,
We
that's one of my
did
favorite
for some
things.
stuff.
Yeah. Is one of your favorite things, Hayden?
Is like talking your way through situations. Like I love playing violent characters, but depending on the character, I'm like, what if I want to talk?
well,
Or
I
if
mean,
I'm a talky character.
like talking through
Charisma.
combat, I find really encourages more roleplay as
Yeah.
well. You know, like more, not divisive, but like just more.
I like the option.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I like
Like-
how you rolled morale checks, because honestly, yeah.
I basically, for those of you who want to use a morale check system, when a catastrophic event happens in a scene, roll a d20. If more than half of the enemy force is dead, roll a d20 and subtract the person's intelligence modifier from it. If it is below a 10 or below whatever arbitrary number you decide is enough that they think this is dumb, they will run. You can also use wisdom. It doesn't really matter. Just pick a random number that you decide is their courage score. Wisdom works just fine. And yeah, no, like seriously, like if I'm, like I've been in a bunch of situations in my life where I've been like, nope, I'm good.
Not worth it.
Not worth it. But the thing is, like, I agree that with IT, which is saying in the chat right now that D&D is a game that's based in wargame culture. And I think it is. But I think that there is definitely something to be said about actually like leaning into the roleplay and enjoying the full potential of the narrative element. Did you see Ginny D's post recently? That she's been getting some shit because she makes fun characters and people give her shit for not being optimized.
No.
Oh.
I didn't see that, but I might check it out.
It was... I saw a bunch of people who were jumping onto it to complain about her. Because they're like, there's a difference between not being sub-optimized and being, like, flavorful, I guess is what they were trying to say. Is that, like, well, you can still have flavor in your character and still, like, be peak efficient. And it's like, well, yeah, but it's her character. If she doesn't want to be efficient, like, don't, like... Sometimes having a dump stat is fun. You know?
Honestly, it's like I have a character who I rolled really good on my array. I got like 16, 17s, 15. Like it was a beautiful array, and then I got a 4.
That's perfect. Congratulations,
so
you're
I was
Raceland.
like, and then I was like, cool. My dump stat is my intelligence. And now I'm dumb as bricks, but I'm cute as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, even like Vistra,
So it's like
she has 11 for intelligence. That's technically above average, but I choose that she's smart at brewing and not so smart at street. She doesn't have street smart. She's book smart-ish.
So to answer a question in the chat right now from Random Equinox, who says, random newbie speaking here, should the campaign be able to be as violent or non-violent as you want? Yes. It is really up to the dungeon master and the players to determine what goes into it and to have that type of table conversation of like what you want out of this. There are times where like I've ran games where the players have been total murder hobos and I've like created like a really interesting scenario and they just decided to like gut everybody like fishes for no reason, and that's a little discouraging. But so it is also discouraging to kind of like come down too hard on them when they just want to play around, right? It's and some modules are really bad about this. If you go back on YouTube and watch our Starfinder run, we ran Starfinder against the Aeon Throne, which is basically a Star Wars module set in the Pathfinder future universe. The whole point is you get shot down on a planet that you're trying to make a delivery to, and the planet is covered with space Nazis, basically, like space fascists, right? But the space fascists that are like kind of imprisoning the local populace are basically ROTC recruits, like teenagers, and the whole thing is that you're supposed to like, you know, rescue the settlement and free everybody and stop any more of like the senior officers from reaching the planet and stuff like that, and find the person you're looking for by stopping all of these like junior fascists, you know. The module is written so that every one of these people who is canonically 16 years old fights to the death. Like as written. It is a pretty fun module, aside from that single line of text on all of the enemies. And you, like Mike, you were in that game, and so was Christine.
Yeah.
You remember my constant exacerbation while I was going through this, and I'm like, this isn't realistic. Like, yeah, the first 5 kids that die probably do fight to the death. But when your graduating class is down by half, you're 16. Like, the invincibility thing only goes so far when you start having it proved wrong. I mean, yeah, those of you in chat, yeah, that's what it is. And it ended up with Mike decapitating a couple of them and running around with their severed heads tied to
didn't decapitate them.
That's fair. You found the head.
I found the head.
But then you wore it.
Yeah, on my belt.
Which is, you were a halfling, so that thing was half your height.
It's true.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, no, that was a...
It was an okay module.
Yeah, like I one of my friends at the Flying Club is actually in a Starfinder. They're just starting up a Starfinder game.
Oh, nice.
And I was telling him about my experience with it.
And the space combat's interesting.
A little strange.
It's a little clunky. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like it's space combat. Like you're doing like 3-dimensional. It's gonna be clunky no matter how you do it. I think they did the best that they could.
Yeah, it wasn't nearly as bad as it could have been.
I like that Star Trek just hand waves it. Like the Star Trek role playing game. If it does one thing right, it's like combat. We're just like whatever. This game isn't about
literally.
Like how close are your ships? Are they like this? Or like this? All right, whatever.
Yeah, like the space combat engine in the Star Trek game was literally just like, hey, what do you want to do? And we're like, this. Okay.
And it's really nice for that. I also love I don't know if you've seen this Alistair, what's his name, on YouTube, but he's got this video about like these two. It's basically a Star Trek parody where like, why do two ships always meet each other in space at the same bearing rather than like one of them's facing this way and one of them's facing this way?
I mean, yeah.
Because it would look dumb if it met in real life.
But it's
like it did in real life.
So but you
Just
know
like,
that if
hello.
you know that if space stuff were real and there was like an American like spaceship and like a Russian or Chinese spaceship, there would be this war to see who would turn first to meet the other. There would be like an etiquette protocol where it's like the one that hails like matches, or like it would be a dick waving match.
So dumb.
Oh it would literally just be a pissing contest.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Any military would do that, and you know the Klingons would too.
Oh god, yeah.
Today is a good day to turn your ship to meet us.
Oh man, I wish that Star Trek game had better rules, because I'd love to go back to it.
I think the rules are okay. I think that just like we went into it wrong. I think that we need to revisit it, and I think that if we ever go back to it, we need better makeup. I want a Klingon.
Fair enough. Because it's like, I really, really liked my character. And I really wanted to play her more.
You just want to buy lewds of her.
I wasn't thinking of that at the time,
but you are now.
Kind of now, because trolls are sexy.
Trolls are sexy. They're like Chester Cheetah.
Yeah.
In a lady's body.
But it's like, because she had such an interesting like backstory about why she didn't like being a trill and why she didn't like the joining and stuff. And I think that could have been so much fun.
It could have been. You should go. Everybody go and watch it. It's on YouTube. It's got like 10 views. Go watch it.
It's true.
So, well, so much for that 5 minutes. It's been 15 now. So, hey, folks, I think it's time for us to head back into Rime of the Frostmaiden. Thank you so much for watching tonight.
Let's do it.
It's always lovely to have you here.
It's always
Nat 19
lovely
is playing
and
a Hat in
Dork
Time right now, and
it's their Monday streams. I know that Aaron really likes it. So it's the cutie cult tonight. It's Aaron, Carrie, and Spencer. So they're playing Hat in Time right now.
I mean, yeah, I have it. I kind of want to play it. Oh, I can't wait to have more time to play video games.
Dude, I finally finished, as part of me being allowed to get engaged.
Do you want to tell your story?
Yes, I kind of do.
Go tell your story.
Because you mentioned
5
playing
minutes.
video games, because now I finally can play other games guilt-free. So for the 10 years Alejandro and I have been friends, he has been asking me to play his favorite video game, Psychonauts. And I started it, and then I put it down for like a year, and then I just forgot. So I restarted, and it took me a long time to fucking play this game and get around to playing it. I finally finished it while he was here at like 2 a.m. The credits fucking rolled. I beat the fucking meat circus. Fuck the meat circus. It's the final level. I wanted to die. It was at the point, because I was playing it on the PS4 port, which is the original PS2 game. Glitches, OG bullshit, all that shit. I put in the work for this fucking game. Mm-hmm. And it was at the point with it glitching. I was like mid-boss battle, and it just glitched. And then the game crashed. And I laid on the floor at like 1 a.m. and I was like,
I love this. I love you. I love this game. But fuck this game. I want to sleep. But I have to beat this game tonight. I want to get married. So we finally beat it, and then I like went out on the balcony to like get some fucking air because I'm like, I did it. I beat this fucking game. Thank God. And a boy came out with the ring, and then as soon as I knew what he was doing, I immediately burst into tears, and then he proposed. It was a good time.
It was a good
But
time.
yeah, no, I had to beat Psychonauts, and now that I've beaten Psychonauts, he can't give me shit for playing other games when I haven't beat it. So now I can play other video games guilt-free.
Nice.
And it feels so good.
You say yes?
Nah.
Okay, good. Good.
You know, it was.
So you're saying you're available.
You say as your person is in this call.
I mean, she'd be fine. Come on over.
What's up?
Yeah.
What's up, boys? Nah, get in line.
Get in line. You'll just
Get in line.
blew yourself over there.
No, I was
Blue.
like, nah, get in line. There is a line for the Hayden harem, boys.
Well, that's that line is getting cut, isn't it? Good job.
No.
Hmm.
There's still a Hayden harem.
Oh, it's
I
just
have a lot of cute friends.
fair.
All my friends are very attractive people.
Yeah, it's a hard life for you, isn't it?
I know. It's all of you. Get out of here. Stop it.
All right, bye,
Stop being
everybody.
so cute.
Would it be Therum?
Oh.
Oh.
Right? Oh, you right?
Oh,
On a full
that's
moon,
good.
it's a wear 'em. Sorry, that was hard to bear 'em.
What do you say we get back into it?
Yeah, you're starting
Alright.
to scare him.
Over there 'em.
Wear him?
There 'em was already
My
done.
manager's name at Pizza Hut's Ferrum.
All right, so everybody, do your stretches. Time to go back.
Thank you also for snorting really loud, Kelly, because he was just like, that was attractive, Robin.
Oh, because you snorted too?
Oh
Yeah, I
no,
snorted too.
I have inherited my mother's snort laugh. I'm
Okay.
not happy about it.
Snort laughs. Okay. Pro tip, though, I'm just gonna say this, speaking on behalf of all men, because I have that ability.
Accurate.
The wrinkle nose and the snort laugh are actually super attractive.
Oh
So-
my god, yes.
So long as they're not the only laugh, if there are other laughs, but the snort laugh is the one where you're like, I got you. I got you.
Especially the single snort
Yeah, because that's
laugh
that's like
is just
yeah, laugh, I got you. You're mine. You're my little piggy. That's how you know a girl actually thinks you're funny.
it's true.
It's
Because-
really true.
Yeah.
And it's also like
Well,
I think it's
the way
cute
you
on
know
other
for me,
people,
I
but
stopped
feel real
breathing.
not cute. Yeah.
I
And
laughed so
that's true.
hard I started crying.
Actually,
and I
that's
can't
true.
breathe.
Because
I start
when
crying.
we started dating, I did this. Hello, Raid. Good to see you there. By the way, the Liching Hour is a freaking amazing game.
That's an amazing
Yeah.
game.
So, but we're talking about how making girls snort is fun. Like laugh snort.
Like snort laugh.
But like I almost killed Christine by doing. It was like a combination of because you didn't know that I could do voices.
Yep.
And I did this
And then you
weird
started
bit
doing
with Kermit
Kermit.
the Frog and Gollum having an argument over something.
And then you started doing flirty Kermit the Frog. And
Oh
I
my
just
God.
died.
Oh no.
Also, I mean, I died also when we were at that first play that we went to. I was like bent over my knees.
Oh, because it was actually a
laughing.
really good version of Midsummer Night's Dream.
It was really good.
Like it was really good. They said it in like 1970s New York, and it was like really solid. And it was a university play, which is like, pro tip: going to a university production of anything is a coin toss
It's true.
with
Oh.
disadvantage.
And the Bong Master is completely correct. Bunny Hearted has the best snort laugh.
She's so cute.
That's pretty accurate,
Fucking hell.
actually.
Yeah, baby up.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah. Bunny's snort laugh.
Bunny needs
Which
to
I
get
think-
out of here with being like one of the most attractive people I know, and also
my
like one
God,
of the
right?
cutest. They're
Right?
so attractive and so cute,
Right?
and it's not fair.
Right.
I go back to say, a lot of my friends are fucking hot, and I'm about it. I'm grateful to be friends with such attractive people.
Mwah.
Talking with all you fuckers in the call.
You
If
ain't
you
half
get
bad
insecure
yourself.
on me, I'll fight you.
But yes,
No, I know it.
if I laugh really hard,
Shut up, baby. I know it.
Shut
I
up,
start
baby. I know.
doing the inhalation, like
laugh,
Yeah.
No.
and then I start choking because I can't breathe
Thank you,
because all I'm doing.
Yeah.
is that.
the silent wheezy laugh is
Yes,
mine.
that is what I
do
do.
the seal. I will do the seal if I'm
Oh,
really
you're gonna
bad.
or like that. That's so good.
Not quite like that,
Okay,
but
I'm
yes,
gonna go
on
give
the
the
lines.
Liching Hour a follow though, because that name is dope.
That's an awesome name.
Cool.
That's a great name.
Yeah, that's good. So I just had to go do that. All right, so folks, that is going to be the end of our chat. That means we got to hop back into role-playing games, which is kind of what we do here. So if you're joining us for the first time, we're going into Rime of the Frostmaiden, episode 37, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So everybody... Oh, God, my neck is so stiff. I've been sleeping really weird the last couple nights. By the way, anybody else with ADD been super productive the last 3 days? Okay, like strangely so?
Like, yesterday I was a little bit of a numb person
You
because
had
my
reasons.
person left. But no, I've been like on this high of I'm like, oh my God,
Okay.
I can do so many
So
things.
me, Amy, you, and like I think a couple other ADD people that we know have been like super high functioning. Like the stars have aligned for this week. It's been really weird, but
That must be nice
Oh, no
because
one know?
my like anxiety depression is like I'm on a super like low this
Actually,
past
a bunch of
like
people in the
3
chat
days.
are.
I'm expecting mine to go down because we're not able to have our windows open tonight or the next
Our-
few nights
yeah,
until
our
they lay down
deck's
like
getting
the
redone.
asbestos prevention material.
Asbestos is not the bestos.
So since our bedroom windows let onto that area, we don't necessarily want any loose stuff from them starting work to blow up with the general windiness into our bedroom.
And I'm
yeah.
wearing a
Do you
wool
not
cape
have
right now.
fans or anything, my boys?
We do, but I do not close my bedroom windows ever.
That's right.
Minus 10 degrees in winter, I have them open.
All right.
I do the
Just
same.
cracked, but they're open.
All right, so folks, we're gonna hop into game now because it's been 20 minutes now. So, but good for everybody for getting shit done. Please do your best. Remember, get your vaccines and do your homework, or
Ooh.
get someone else to do it. I don't. care.
Vaccines.
Not the vaccine part, because yeah, you two are getting your vaccines this week.
On Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Nice.
So
Road trip.
hopefully we are both feeling better by Friday in time for rain.
Raid of Embers it's going to be very Talfrin centric. So if you have to be a little dead, you can still.
So for just like, ugh.
You're just like, I just let Talfrin do everything. It's all you, Caitlin.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's cute.
Yeah, Ivy's too distressed about Dirk, so you know that's a good
Just
reason.
have
why
the
she's
head
not.
down the desk and then be like, what?
What?
Back.
Can I just interject with one more thing
You
before
may.
we go in?
One last thing.
Okay, so I'm just doing a brief read of the Stargate core, and one of the human traits is humans are so common in the galaxy they gain advantage on all deception and persuasion checks made during first contact. And I have never read something more true.
Hi, I'm good human, not bad human. That's ridiculous. All right, so
Advantage on
Wild.
deception.
all right, let's head
Wild.
back into game on the count of 1, 2, 3. Hello and welcome back to Rime of the Frostmaiden, here on Dork Tales. When last we left our crew, they had just descended into the basement of the Tower of Necromancy in the doomed city of Ythryn. There, they encountered, well, a brain in a jar upstairs, but down here, a number of fossilized skeletons, as well as a decrepit, well, as a battered but preserved body. Upon investigation, you realize that it had been very damaged by the fall of Ythryn into this ice cavern. However, while looking around, a gem at the northern corner glittered, drawing Callie's attention. And suddenly, Callie turned and introduced herself using a very formal voice and a language that she has no way of speaking. And that is where we are going to continue, as she asked for... she introduced herself as the High Necromancer Katerina of Ythryn, and asked for your aid in resurrecting his body and finding his lover. Now, the problem with that is that upon that, you said that, oh, she had been turned into a frog.
Oops.
And we went on pause with Katerina saying, What? Which is, I think, where we're going to pop back. So, Callie, if you'll do the honors.
A frog.
Yeah, wasn't it that person?
No, it was not.
It's the one where you got your staff from.
Oh, the pretty girl.
She's very much alive and very much not a frog.
Oh yeah, no, she's doing okay.
She asked about you actually.
Yeah.
She wanted us to check on you to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, it's true. She was being controlled by an ooze. No, by an ooblex, but we broke that.
Yeah,
And-
no, we fucked it up. You're welcome.
Yeah, we did, and then we
Ivira, right?
restored her.
That's her name?
Yes.
That is who I was looking for.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's not the frog. Don't worry.
yeah. Yeah, no, she is safe and
You do not
sound in the tower
necessarily
of
inspire confidence.
evocation.
If you must be aware.
Yes, Katerina was briefly confused, but
Look, it's been a very, very long trip down here.
yes, we would like to help you.
Excellent. Then let us find the
resurrect your
diamond.
body.
Can I do a perception check or investigation check to look for this?
You absolutely.
Let's see. What do I have?
I would like
Hold
to
on.
insight possessed boy or
Catavix?
possessed Callie. Yeah, Catavix.
You may.
Hold on. Let me double check. See if this is ritual.
One moment while I just check Catavix's stats.
Yes,
real quick.
Vistra, atta girl. Okay, 24.
24?
I got a
Yeah.
17 investigation.
17 investigation. All right. So, and Lysithian, what are you doing?
I was seeing. I thought I'd maybe prepped locate object, but I didn't. I was also going to help her look around, but if she's found it, then she doesn't need my help.
Okay. Sounds good. So, giving her the once over, or pardon me, giving him the once over, Vistra. Callie, does Catavix seem pretty authentic in the way he seems earnest?
Okay.
There's a softness around Callie's eyes. Now, Callie is a beautiful young halfling with a huge amount of just spunk, like spiritual energy out the wazoo. But with Catavix riding her body, there's like a softness around her eyes, kind of almost. You've seen this in a lot of middle-aged men. That kind of mellowness, like he just wants to go see his
He wants
partner.
to see her. Yeah, okay. Just
And
wanted to make sure.
Now, looking around, Kat, you're going to actually be able to find. It takes you about going on 10 minutes, just kind of going through all of the crap that's here. There is so much stuff in this room just strewn around the floor. So, searching it, you're going to find several illegible tomes, 500 pounds of fossils. Like just strewn about, a strange book called A Librum of Souls and Flesh, which is a book whose cover is made of skin and fittings of bone, and is cold to the touch, and kind of like as you brush against it, it'll start going in your mind. Probably not that. Put that back on the shelf.
Accurate.
But laying beneath it, you will find a large diamond that you would probably value at about 500 gold pieces or more.
Okay.
What do you do?
She's gonna hold it up and be like, "Oh, I've got a diamond."
Ah, wonderful. And Catavix will he's cradling, well, I guess Callie's body is cradling this giant emerald against her chest with one hand, and she'll reach out with the other to take the diamond.
So are you inside this emerald?
It's a soul jar, isn't it? Velen will say from across the room.
Essentially.
Interesting. I've heard of the spell, but never seen it in person. I thought it actually had to have a jar. So she's unharmed?
I would not know what modern what limitations moderns folk have put upon it. But once she has the diamond in her hand, she will cast Raise Dead.
Okay, cool. Casting the ritual is going to take, I think it takes about 10 minutes to cast that. Gotta double check that real quick.
Raise Dead.
Catalyst will be casting dead for the next hour.
Okay.
So it takes about an hour for this to happen, where you can all take a short rest if you'd like.
Yay!
Don't really need it, but yeah.
No, yeah, no, I don't really.
I've only
need it.
used one spell. I've only used one
Does
fourth
it
level.
count as a rest for Callie?
No, it will not. Now, meanwhile, this entire time, Callie...
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Callie, you're too busy at the moment. Callie herself is conscious and cognizant of this entire thing and can see out of the gem as this is occurring. Her soul has been siphoned into it and watches passively, trapped. Unable to move, speak, or do anything but float in the green void. An hour passes. The necromantic energies flow out of Callie's body into the dead wizard. The body comes back to life. Callie leans down, kisses the body on the forehead, and breathes a misty breath into his mouth. The green light extruding from the, or glittering from the green gem will go, and Callie's eyes will glitter green for a moment, returning her to her body.
Oh, that was weird!
The fuck
You good?
happened?
You good, Callie?
Ah!
I mean, you sound like you.
No, she
Yeah, you
sounds as
sound
shrill as
beautiful.
ever.
My
You were speaking
apologies.
LaRose, Callie. It was quite interesting.
Thank you.
Oh, I was aware.
Professor
could
Scant,
hear
the
it.
orb will continue to translate for him, so just assume that it is being translated as he's talking.
Okay, cool.
I apologize for that occurrence. I would not have harmed you. You said that she is safe?
It was very unsettling.
Yeah, she's in the Tower of Enchantment. She seemed fine.
How long has it been?
Too long.
A long time.
Quite a few thousand years.
My God.
Your civilization is nothing but a myth. Up. Yeah, you've all been out of commission for quite a while.
And she is still all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank the
she seems
gods.
fine.
The one
Why
we
didn't
healed, right?
Ariolarthus do anything to help us? Surely he's still around.
He's the, in a
Wait,
sense.
is that the Grand Lich, dude?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's the
the-
demi
The
lich.
Demi-Lich, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a Demi-Lich and he's a floating skull now.
Yeah, he's an insane floating skull now.
Yeah, he's kind of not good.
No, he kind of just turns people into nautics as soon as he finds them. So if you're going
Yeah.
to leave
We're
here,
trying to avoid him.
Yeah.
you might want an escort.
Avoid loud noises.
I have nothing to fear of Ariolarthus, but I'm assuming that you're adventurers. You're here for material gain.
Well,
Have you
there's this
Temptor
chick
at your
who's
service?
become a god, and she's basically forced the entire area into never-ending winter. We're trying to defeat her.
We're
But
trying to
supposedly
deal
there's
with
some
the
item here that
goddess
we can use
Oro.
to do that.
Yeah.
I see. In that case, if Ariolarthus is that far gone, I would greatly appreciate it if you would accompany me to the Tower of Enchantment.
Sure.
I can offer you the... You need part of the right of the Arcane Octad, don't you?
Yes, we do. That's why we're here.
I will be happy to give it to you. Quite simply, it's not the most pleasant of the steps. But, you seem trustworthy enough from what I could gather. It is, just double checking which one. Step. Sorry, I'm double checking that this is the correct step.
Also, what's the deal with your friend in a jar?
Oh, yeah.
Larry.
Larry, the brain in the jar.
Oh, we're getting raided by Nat 19. Hi, Nat 19. You mean Lawrence? Yes.
Yeah.
Brain in a jar?
He's he's a brain in a jar who refuses to believe that he's a brain in a jar.
And he's working on making more so that he can have company.
He was an apprentice. Yes, he's still alive. I put him in the jar by his wish. He was going to learn how to do it himself, but we never got to that step.
Yeah, no,
he's
he had
doing
us
it.
helping him, and he's doing it.
Did he
and
do
he
it?
said, yeah, and
Yeah.
he
To
said
another
not.
thing.
He said not to disturb you because you were busy or something. So maybe he didn't want you to come back. Till I don't fucking know, dude.
No, Lawrence is a good brain man.
I don't know. He charmed Vistra.
Yeah, he's quite charming. Also, he thinks he's a person still.
You said it's been many thousand years since the crash of Ythryn.
Mm-hmm.
Ythryn.
Yep.
I imagine that anyone's psyche would be damaged by that much loneliness.
He draws faces on his jar to express his emotions.
If it wasn't creepy, it would be a little cute.
Yes. Okay. Come with
Just
me.
thought you should know.
I will show you what you need to do if you take me to the Tower of Enchantment.
That sounds fair to me.
Okay.
What is your goal inside of Ythryn?
To find a way to defeat Orval? We're not entirely sure how yet.
You say she is a goddess.
Yes.
A minor one.
A minor
Yes.
one, but
But
still
a pain in the ass. Still.
I can
major
think of-
pain in the ass.
There are two ways inside of Ythryn that I would think of.
Mm.
You said that she's cast the world into frozen waste.
She's
Yes.
cast only Icewind Dale into frozen waste. I don't think she could handle the entire world. Doing
this-
just that has weakened her significantly, so we want to take her down if we can.
There are two ways that you could do it. You cannot kill that which has not been born. A god would return to life, given the followers. And, I'm assuming that she has beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
The believers. The Mythalar could do it. It's, probably would be easier to show you. It's on our way.
Sure.
The other would be the obelisk.
Is the Mythalar, that's the spindle, right?
Ah, you've heard of the spindle. No,
Mhm.
I'm afraid they're three separate objects.
Oh, okay.
The spindle is a strange artifact that we retrieved from Ostaria, the kingdom of the giants. Our leader was investigating it when the city crashed. Come with me. I'll show you what you need to see, and we can discuss. Okay. Heading upstairs. you see that a second brain has been plopped into a jar, and the drow has been laid on the table by the crawling claws. You'll hear Larry's voice echo across your head. Well, that one worked out okay. I think I'm gonna start sawing into this one soon. Hi folks, how y'all do? Master. Hello, Larry. You're alive. Oh God, I look horrible. And the lab coat will float over and reattach itself, so that you have a floating lab coat, and it's kind of puffs itself out. Terry, Jerry, lefty, righty, go. A couple of crawling claws will like hop into the coat and begin to form hands at the bottom, just so that it'll cross its arms and look kind of regal. You're looking very well, my friend. Excellent work. You figured out the ritual on your own. I'm very proud of you. Are you doing well? I'm fine. I guess I got a little shooken up when I saw your body. It's been a long time. This drow here is the first person I've seen in like 1,000 years. More? I'm gonna put her in a jar. Is that what she wishes? I don't speak elf. You're speaking telepathically, Larry. I didn't ask. I figured that she probably would. I mean, you don't know you like it until you're a brain. That's pretty great. I'm a brain. I'm a brain. Oh, I am a brain in a jar. Oh.
We told
There he
you.
is.
Oh. Huh.
I mean, the
remember
other
now.
brain. The other brain didn't know that they were previously a Nothic, so anything's possible.
Well, I'll be.
How you survived all these years, Larry?
Well, I'm a special sort.
That's the truth.
What should I do about the drow? Consent is important. I guess so. I didn't ask the Nothic, though, or the cultist. 1 out of 3 isn't bad. I don't know what to say to this. I'm gonna be honest here. Maybe let her go if she doesn't kill you. I'll just, You know, just one moment. And, he'll cut her free, and, we'll just cast Dimension Door and push her through it. You see that she lands kind of over by where the other drow tracks at the edge of the city were. Back in the tunnels to the ice caverns. That should probably be safe enough for her. The poison was, well, the poison had worn off. And with the straps cut, she should have no problem getting out of here. Okay, but it would have been nice to have 3 new friends instead of just 2.
Oh, well, we're friends as well, Larry.
Well, you don't like me that much.
Oh, I do. She'll go up and give him a kiss. She'll kiss the jar.
The invisible hand that's been drawing on the jar and paint is going to do the anime hatchmark nose blush on it. Because Larry is now a disembodied weeb. Cheers.
I love Larry the disembodied weeb.
Yep.
He's my new hero.
Yep.
He's so good. And for those of you who are just tuning in, I'm going to show you a picture. By the way, if you brought up, you get 3 tries with Larry. So if you bring up that he is a head in a jar 3 times, he attacks you because he has a psychotic break, and that's what he looks like during the psychotic break.
I love him so much.
So it's for those of you who can't see this right now, it's a frowny face, a smiley face, and a mirthful face. So this is the the I'm getting kind of angry, and then that's the happy face.
I love the happy face.
The happy face is so
I'm like,
good.
I want a sticker of that. It's
Like, I
so
want-
cute.
Is there a higher resolution version of that?
Yeah, I can send you this document when this is done.
Cool.
Just
Then we
remind
can
me
all
after game.
we can draw the hatch marks on it.
I'll send you a photo of it because it's actually like if you look in Roll20, like I've got hit. Look there right now.
Okay.
Here, hold on.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's
There we go.
so cute.
It's so adorable.
As someone
So-
who just finished Psychonauts, brains in jars are very topical for me right now.
So then here's like the angry one up here, and then I just had
So
them all. Like,
good.
they're so great. Sorry, I had to switch
They're
to
so
show the
great.
chat, but they're super cute. Larry, we'll be going out for a bit. The place is yours until I return. Oh, you going so soon? All right, I'll get back to work, I guess. I don't know what on though. Well, you can probably walk the new recruits through their entrance interviews. Yeah, that sounds nice. All right, guess what? Folks, we're gonna step in line and have some discussions now. Just remember, just because you're gray matter doesn't mean you don't matter.
I love Larry.
I love Larry so much. He
All right.
charmed
Yeah,
me,
we know
but he's
Vistra.
actually charmed me.
I can't believe you hit on a brain in a jar, Vistra. That is a new low for you.
Come on, he's been alone for like 1,000 years. I lost.
were
I went
prepared.
mad after like 6 days alone. So like, imagine 1,000 years.
You were prepared to let him put his brain into the robot and then have
Okay,
sex with
I
it.
was actually charmed for that. So that was him, not me. Thinking about that I said that kind of grossed me out because I'm all about the beard and the dwarves and.
I'm gonna
and
insight
skin.
check that comment right there.
I was charmed. I was charmed.
This isn't a great insight roll.
Do it.
It's gonna be a 13.
13. What's your deception score, Vistra?
I'm not decepting anything.
Okay.
She's truthful. She wants dwarves. She was under the influence of being charmed. There's no deception.
Not buying your shit.
If you're all fine, I think that it would probably be best if we headed out.
Yeah.
Good. There is one more thing.
Neutral Lysithian.
Valen will say. What ointments do you need, Callie? My concern is that you won't be able... If the blight takes me before you can cure me, there won't be any point.
One moment.
Okay.
Well, let me think about it for a minute.
You're an actual necromancer, not just a brain. How bad is it? Becoming a brain in a jar? There are perks, immortality, psionic abilities. Is it reversible? Not easily. Most who would wouldn't want it. It is a position, a station in life that, once achieved, is either palatable or not, depending on the person. There's very little middle ground.
I don't think I can cast Gentle Repose, so...
Well, I would offer to help you, but I have very few spells besides that Dimension Door memorized still.
Do you have any oils and unguents used in resurrection?
Potentially there could be some, yes. I could take a look around for you. You just give me one moment. And he will go and check downstairs, looking around. So I'm going to roll percentiles to see if they exist. I'm going to say that there is a 10% chance that they survive the fall. He'll bring you back like a couple of things, but not really. It's not really great. Unfortunately, there wasn't too much there.
Anything helps.
Velen,
Yes.
how long do you think you have?
I'm clammy, I'm cold. I'm paranoid that you're going to stab me in the back at every moment and have to keep reminding myself that you probably won't.
It doesn't do me any good, so no. But, I was going to say, if we manage to somehow free Icewind Dale, if we go closer to where I am from, we might be able to find more resources down that way, a little more south.
How much longer do I have in general, you mean?
In general.
I'm not certain. I'm finding certain functions difficult to control.
Okay.
Do we have time to rest? 'Cause maybe a greater restoration could take an edge off.
They would help with the blight.
That would.
I just only have the one spell slot, so...
Wait, Velen, did you say you have paranoia from the blight?
Yes. I am more nervous than I would like, but I am rational enough to realize it. It doesn't change the feelings, but
No, I'm just wondering, cause yeah, I kind of also woke up I guess this morning, and I don't
what kind
I
of
don't
ambulance
trust-
are y'all looking for?
trust you guys.
I don't fucking trust any of you. I have expected you to throw me to the wolves, but whatever. Oh yeah, brain and jar, what were you saying?
Oh, were you looking for stuff like this? I'm spending 2 something good happens. Like a little cabinet goes, and you're going to see like a bunch of ointments and undulants there. I had everything moved up after the crash to make sure that it would all be nice and good. That's almost everything you need.
Oh, we're only missing like 1 or 2 things.
What do you need?
I mean, honestly, the spell says 1,000 gold worth of unguents and oils, and that's it.
I'm going to say that the rest is probably something you could brew overnight, using some of the moss from the basement and from the surrounding area, like the fungus that's glowing.
Do we have time to stay here overnight?
I would prefer to stay in the Tower of Enchantment.
That's fair.
Okay, well, I need some of the fungus and some of that moss.
And we need to transport all of this carefully.
Then let us go
Well,
now.
we have
But if
we
we
have
can
the
spend
bag
the
of
night-
holding.
I think I can make the last bit that we need.
They have a point.
Sounds good.
The bag of holding would be ideal.
Vistra or Katerina, which one of you has
And then
that?
Cat has it.
just gonna take an hour,
And all I have
and we
to
can
do,
get you in a new body.
all I have to do is die.
Yep.
I can help you with that if you want, Velen.
Oh, and I'll need help brewing it because I'm gonna need to rest for this.
I'll need to raffle the tickets for it off, probably.
I mean, I have poison, so you can just do it yourself if you want.
Jesus Christ.
What?
When did you? How long have you had poisons?
How long have we been here?
Am I
Oh.
the only one that actually trusts everybody in our group?
Yes.
This stupid magic city and stupid magic blight is getting to me.
All right.
Like, I
Don't
mean, poison's
like
no
it.
different than me sticking a sword in somebody.
It's true.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I could probably snap Valen's neck that she wouldn't feel a thing.
Harwar will lean forward and say, "If you need, I'll kill you all."
I would prefer not to. Thank
I'm
you.
good.
I'd
I'm good.
rather
I
not
don't need to
be insulted.
dead.
I'd rather not be threatened by a fucking child.
I think everybody needs to calm down. The blight is getting a little. I think getting
Then
to all of you.
instead of being petulant children all around, we should get moving. I agree with this one.
Yeah, wasn't that the plan? We're gonna pack up and head over to the Tower of Enchantment?
Then let us go now.
Let's try
Yeah.
and avoid the... Okay, Harwart, you get some of that fungus over there, the green glowy one.
Cat's loading everything into the bag of holding.
Gently. And Callie's gonna go get some moss.
Okay. All right.
Make
so
sure you get some big ones.
I already have. All right. So with that, you gather your things off and once again head out into the city of Ythryn, leaving Larry behind. Y'all come back now, you hear?
Good luck, Larry.
You're in charge. Keep the place in ship shape.
Shape ship. You head back across Ythryn. As you do, the wizard is struck by how much destruction has been wrought here. Everything's different. The world has been forgotten.
I mean, that's what happens when your city falls out of the sky and gets encased in a glacier.
Yeah, that'll do it.
What of our great works?
It's largely mythological now.
That's so strange. We were once so powerful. We once were like gods.
Well, I mean, that's actually why we were directed to come down here, to find something that would help us defeat Oral. Because Velen was saying that, yeah, if we're gonna find somewhere, this is gonna be the place to do it.
Fair. In that case, let us go. So if you check roll 20 right now, folks, I just want to address a couple of things just logistically. Okay, I'm going to pop us in the map frame. So, looking at the city right now.
Cool.
Where you are over by... You're supposed to be at Y18, but I moved everything around, so you're kind of over here right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The Tower of Transmutation was over here, the Tower of Illusion was around here, and you're headed back to the Tower of Enchantment, which I believe I said was right here before we did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was one
So
of
we
the far
have
ones.
Yeah.
a chunk to move.
Because originally
if
it
you
was
wanna
over
get there.
here, and I moved it because I wanted them to be in alphabetical order for my ease.
Yeah.
So as you are looking at this, he begins to take you across the impressive expanse that is the fallen city of Ythryn. And as he does, he shows you several things about it. Here. He gestures to the base of the spire of Eriolarthus, where you see there is a glittering force field around it. And on the other side, a huge device made it's like a sun, captured, almost like a globe. It spins and glows just with a soft orange radiance. He gestures toward it. That there is the Mithril. And this...
What is it?
It is the source of power for Ythryn. It is what kept us afloat, kept us flying. It is a tool of great magic. If you were looking for something that was able to counter this curse of cold, this could do it. I'd like anybody who's looking at this to make me an Arcana roll, if you'd like.
Yes. Would like.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll try. Nope.
16?
16. 15?
Actually, let me double check that because I think my preference. Yeah, no, it's 15.
It looks kind of like the summer star in many ways. It looks like you think that it might be capable, and it is glowing with strong energy. Now, the spire of Eriolarthus is completely covered by this shimmering field. The building itself is 1,200 feet tall. An obsidian made of, a citadel made of obsidian, which rises from the center of this and dwarfs all things around it. You can see it pushing and repelling any energy away. And nearby, just behind it, there, between the Tower of Necromancy, which is like right over here, and then, so if you look at Y21, like right here, Y21, Y20, I believe, he will gesture over there. And one moment while I pull that out. Y21. So technically this is Y21, so I had the tower kind of over here. Kind of collapsed against the wall. And that is your other method that I can think of. A 60-foot tall obelisk of black stone stands to your right, its surface covered in arcane runes. A thin crack is formed in one side, stretching from the obelisk's base to its middle. Those of you who look at it at all and are proficient in Arcana will be able to recognize that all of the schools of magic inscribed on the obelisk represent the 8 schools of magic. And anybody who wants to look at it can give me another Arcana roll, actually.
Would love to.
And
18.
18, that is fine. You will identify runes related to a school of magic that you've only briefly considered. Chronomancy. The study of magic that affects time. This is the other. Should you use this and be able to acquire Eriolarthus' Staff of Power, this was a safety switch. The idea was that should the city fall to catastrophe, our master could reset time and help us avert it. Unfortunately, in both cases, the Mithalar and the Staff of Power, if he is still in existence, if he is a demi-lich as you've stated, they are attuned to him and will be until his final and permanent death.
I see.
I will not fight him, but I will wish you well and help you in any way that I can, which is quite limited at the moment.
How do you kill a demi-lich anyways?
The usual ways. They're very, very resistant to damage. They're very hard to hit. They're immune or resistant to most forms. Force damage, Other types are fairly impactful. The trick is being able to hurt them enough that they can't siphon life energy from you. They can heal with your wounds.
If we were to hold them in place somehow.
It'd be very difficult. Their will is strong. But it is possible. The trick would be to hit them as hard as you can, as quickly as you can. Not give it a chance to defend itself.
I have a few ideas.
So do I. So do I.
Do you have any? So they're resistant to most things.
Yes.
What can you use against them?
Well, let's continue this closer.
Okay. Because I mean, like for someone like me, I'm fairly limited to spells. I'm fairly limited with spells.
You are a singer, are you not?
Yeah.
There are many things that you can do to help your friends.
It's true.
The rest of the walk through the city is actually strangely peaceful. He knows a few back alleyways that have survived and takes you through them. And as you reach the edge of the Tower of Enchantment, you can see that a nervousness is sweeping up his frame. He looks like a schoolboy. Now that you're closer, he explains that, I'll tell you this, they're immune to non-magical weapons. They're immune to necrotic or poison, to psychic, to most spells that affect your body and mind by inhibiting you in some way. Most conditions. They have no weaknesses innately. And they are resistant to weapon damage at all. Even magical. However, most forms of damage from spells will get through. The trick is that they're very slippery, they're very small, they're able to dodge and avoid, and their magical aura is enough to repel weaker targeted effects.
So high-level magics is what we're talking about here.
You don't want to give him a chance to avoid it.
Alright.
I guess I'll be the distraction since I'm not gonna be very useful.
I mean, like I have, other than support, I have one higher level offensive spell.
I guess I'll try and draw fire.
That's usually the way it works.
If we sleep for a night, I can study my book and prepare some new spells that don't rely on them being able to get out of my abilities.
You will still need to make it through the force field. Unless you find him in the city.
He does patrol fairly often.
He does.
And we could also just make some noise and he'll come.
Is that a magical force field?
I'm not certain if it will die with him.
Can
So
it
you'll-
be dispelled?
Not without the right of the Arcane Octet. Which steps do you have?
Oh, what do we have?
By my count, Harwar says, all but illusion. That's not far from here. After you rest, you should go there.
Okay.
If you wouldn't mind, I would like to head inside.
Yes.
Sure.
He steps through the front door and he's literally trembling as he does. Ivira? Ivira! It's me. High Enchantress Ivira comes down the stairway at a good run. Before long, she's hurling across the now once again frozen floor, almost slipping and cracking her head as she does so, and they do tumble to the ground with a pained landing. But their embrace is almost too warm for this chilled room. You're alive. Thank you. Thank you so much. You brought another friend. Please, come and rest for a bit. And with that, you head in. You have a bit of time to take a long rest if you'd like.
Yes.
I would like
Yes.
everyone here to do me a favor, and I need a roll from everybody. Let me just-
All right.
So we're gonna do this one at a time because I have to check math because actually each one of your saves is different.
Oh.
Based on if we've saved
Interesting.
before or not.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yep,
And I have a-
awesome.
Okay. That is DC. Boom. Okay. So Lysithian, please make me a Constitution save.
I'm going to use my inspiration for this episode because I've not used it yet.
Actually, one sec. Okay, cool. So last time you botched, so that's a good idea.
Yep. I'm really glad I used it because I botched again.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that would have made you would have become a Nothic.
Con save is going to be a. Oh my god, my brain. It's going to be a 12, so I doubt that's high enough.
Okay. 1 second. Okay. You are going to wake up the next day feeling a bit sick to your stomach. The nerves of resting were more than worth more than you really would have liked, actually. You're clammy and still a bit paranoid, but feeling more or less the same, actually. Vistra, please make me a roll.
I'm
Constitution
also
save, please.
gonna use my inspiration on this roll. And I'm so glad I did because I rolled a 4 and a natural 20, so that's gonna be 28.
Okay, sounds good. Vistra. Okay, so. Okay, that is. Cool. Callie.
Right.
So you need to roll again. You're starting at 0 though.
I'm gonna use my inspiration though.
Okay.
I haven't used it tonight yet, so this feels like a great reason to use it.
Right.
Right?
Alright, well that is going to be 22.
22. Cool. And Cat,
Yes.
make me a con save.
Coming right up. I'm going to use mine as well.
Sounds good.
Because why not, right? Alright. That is a 19.
Okay. Okay. And let's do some Harwar. Okay. Okay. I'm going to use his determination on that.
No, I forgot that I had determination. I was like, fuck.
Oh, well, you'll have it for next session at least.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll probably need it more next session.
yeah, dude.
Mhm.
And finally, I'm gonna roll for Velen.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Come on, Valen.
Go!
Does she die?
We gonna resurrect you, baby. We got you.
Okay. And
If she turns into a Nothic, can we still resurrect her though?
Probably.
Yes, as a Nothic. So
Yeah.
I spent the drama bomb to roll twice and take the more dramatic result. Day passes, night passes, time passes, as impossible as it is to tell inside of this horrible place. But then you will awaken. Each of you slowly rising to your feet to find that you're all more or less the same. Kat, you actually feel fine. Great, even. And as you look around, you'll see that Velen's bedroll is empty.
Oh no.
You hear some scrabbling on the stairwell.
Perception check.
It sounds like someone walking up the stairwell. You hear the sound of scraping along the wall.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Velen is laying on the stairwell. As you approach, she looks up at you. Her one eye is bloodshot. I slipped when I was going to relieve myself. Please don't tell them.
No worries.
Help me up. She reaches a shaking hand to you.
I'll help her up.
Can I get you to make me a dex save, please?
Yes! I knew it was a bad idea.
Could have insight. You could have insight.
Natural 20!
What'd you get?
Natural 20!
Natural 20. All right. The entire city of Ythryn will bank slightly to one side.
It's a 27 total.
Okay, you are going to hit the wall, and you're going to manage to hold on to her as she falls over and whacks herself against the stairwell again. The air is different. The city pitches, shakes slightly, as if someone leaning onto a dinner plate. The entire world shifts by a foot or more. And then each of you will be suddenly awake. Your breath is ragged. Fog. Each of you is breathing clouds of steam. Do you feel that? Harwar says.
Does Velen look injured at all?
She looks kind of bruised up, but she tries to pull herself to her feet. There's a bit of terror in her eye. What is that? What is that?
I don't know. Let's go let's head back to the group. Kat will help her up and rush back in.
From the main area that you're all staying in, you remember that there was a balcony through which is where you found the High Enchantress. Her bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
The door is ajar. Do you go look?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
As you head forward, you see... Are all of you headed out?
I was going to go, yeah.
Okay.
Allie's
Pushing-
gonna help Valen.
I'm still one piece. Pushing through the doors, you will find the High Enchantress and Katerina standing together, wrapped in their bed sheets, looking out the window. The cavern is freezing. Your breath is cold. Hundreds of mephits, like bats, descend across the dimness. But that's not what catches your eye. It is the sight of the cavern. It's cracked. The glacier itself has cracked around you. there's an explosion to one side, and as you look around, you see the Tower of Illusion crumple to the ground as an immense figure steps through it. She is beautiful and frozen and bitter. The Frostmaiden has descended upon Ythryn. She is some 100 feet tall. And as she pushes forward, you see down at the ground the demi-lich look up at her and then float out of the way and back through the force field and into his tower. Oral moves forward, looking around, and in a voice as cold as the winter wind says, "Where are you? Those who tried to take my throne. I have found a new one." And she reaches forward with her frigid fingertips, and they grace the force field, and you see her tremendous hands, as large as any of you, rebuffed by the ancient Netherese magic. And for a moment in your hearts there is hope, for she does not have the ritual that you have. Perhaps 7 pieces is enough to get through. And then with a soft, shrill laugh, she plunges her hand into the force field and through it, and with sheer force of godly might, tears it asunder. There's the sound of shattering glass that echoes perversely from all corners of this glacier. And suddenly, the tower, the spire of Eriolarthus, is vulnerable and unchecked. As the mephits swirl around, you can hear her say one last thing. "Bring all survivors to me." I require more servants to walk the cold light. And as she says that, she will shift down into the form of her owlbear persona and enter the spire of Eriolarthus to claim her new throne, which is what we'll pick up at next time. But I think you'll need to be level 10 for this one.
What?
Well,
Level
shite.
10, bitch.
Level 10!
We're all gonna die.
Oh no!
Bro, I'm so ready. Let's go out with a motherfucking bang, boys.
I think I get Savage Attacker at level 10.
You do, level 10! Congratulations.
I get to choose 2 spells from any class.
It's so good. So hey, you guys want to see what that looked like with her marching in, by the way?
Yeah.
Because this is one of my favorite pieces of art from the book. Where is it?
I don't know what spells I'm gonna take from any class.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man.
Like that's
Just take Fireball. So yeah, it looks kind of like this.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
It's so good. It's so
That
good.
is so
Ooh,
good.
that's gonna be tasty.
It's gonna be tasty.
Oh.
So I loved it
Tasty.
in this book. They point blank, like you look at the power levels between the 2 bosses, and like full transparency, you fought Oral. She's tough. She's not that tough. Eriolarthus takes one look at her in the book and goes, "Not worth it," and floats off. He's like, "I'll do my own thing," but so you can't beat her without killing him. Well, you can't win without killing him, sort of. But now you have to fight her.
Well,
And
shite.
she's a little. I've powered her up a bit to make this a
Oh
better
no.
fight. You got Harwar.
Well, we're
though.
down our NPC, and
No, you're not. You've got Harwar.
yeah, but we're still down Velen.
I mean, depends how fast you can kill her.
It takes an hour.
Well, you don't have to go fight her right now.
True.
She's gonna leave us alone for an hour?
Well, it's just to find us.
It'll take her an hour to find
Hide.
us.
It's true. So, I know. Oh, Nick Honcho's in the chat said all that work for the ritual and she just swatted the shield. Yep. That's not always the way it works in the book, but there's a portion of the book where I was reading and it's like if Oral shows up, if Oral gets there, I believe it's 2 days after everyone else arrives. I played around with time a little bit to make it more fun. And I was like, oh, what's more fun, doing the last 2 towers or getting almost there and then having a drama bomb? And I think that almost getting there is more fun.
Oh, it's great.
And it fits the horror element where it's like we did everything right and we still have to...
Lost.
Honestly, I love it because, Vistra's livid right now. Like, she's so angry.
And I will say,
so
Velen
angry.
passed her test by 1 point.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
Well, you know what
damn.
Callie can do now?
What?
Shapeshift into a fire elemental.
Jesus.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
true. Damn straight.
I'm gonna roll my hit points.
Yeah, everybody roll your hit
Yes.
points right now. So that remember, 1s and 2s are test rolls.
I rolled a 6.
Yeah!
6. I have 80 hit points.
I rolled a 10.
I rolled a 6 as well.
Nice.
Say, plus con.
I have 99
9.
now.
Oh.
I'm
have-
1 shy from 150. Am
I have
149?
100. I had 91. Now I have
Listen.
100.
I'm a
extra
wizard
cantrip.
with 80 hit points. I will take
You were
it.
like you are like invincible now, listen.
I
Yeah.
know, for a wizard, I'm
BB.
so beefy.
I get a 4th cantrip.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
like, I
Take
have.
mending. You've wanted mending the entire game.
I know. I have another 5th level spell. I'm very happy, and I have more shit with my evocation, which means, hold on, let me double check. It's evocation, empowered evocation. I can add my intelligence modifier to 1 damage roll of any evocation spell I cast,
Nice.
so I can do it like once per turn. I'm
I'm
pretty sure
feeling
that's
good
what
about
that
your
means.
chances. You could theoretically... Oh, by the way, also, quick spoiler check. All the stuff about Valen is stuff I made up to make her more interesting.
I
That's
love
fair.
it.
Nice.
None of that's actually in the book. So if anybody liked that and wants to use it, take it, please. Take it for when you run the campaign.
That's awesome.
All they say is that she has like a tremble. And I'm like, well, that feels like it should be something bigger.
Yeah.
Like, why else
Yeah.
would someone learn necromancy in their 50s? Unless they were feeling the touch, you know? Like, death was on the way. Like, that just seems like a thing. But y'all are great. You're level 10. I have to adjust your frames so that you're reflective of that. And what else is there that's important for you? I was gonna check something about Oral, actually. But cool. So, folks, I hope you had a good time tonight. I had a good time. Did you guys have fun?
I had a
Yes.
Hell
good time.
yes.
I had a
I got
good time.
possessed again.
Yeah, that's the second
You
time
did.
this campaign,
I
huh?
know.
I
Nobody
got to use my hammer. I'm so
It was a chill
happy.
possession.
So the
Possession.
the body, if one of you do want that, I'll tell you out of character that the robo body, it literally just changes you to a warforged.
Hell yeah.
So
That's what I had a feeling it was.
yeah,
Yeah.
like that is from the Dan Kahn Tower of Magic books, which are really good. Larry was his idea, and I just ran with it and made him Southern because he seemed like he'd be Southern. Hi there.
That was really funny.
Adorable.
So I hope everybody enjoyed tonight's episode. Hope you thought it was fun. If you like what we do here, though, I really want to say give us a follow. Give us a sub over on YouTube. And if you have extra pocket change, we happily accept subs. And we also have a Patreon over at patreon.com/dorktales. That is the best place to support us if you want to throw any money at us. Also, it is going to have a lot of new content. I've started posting things on there like Vistra's Hammer. Is up there now. The revision is going up sometime tonight, which if you ever running this chronicle or this campaign for yourself, I suggest doing something like that because this game is not very nice to fighters of any kind. It's super mage centric, elitists.
And I just want to say that Kelly almost made me teary at work because it's a very nice thing when he sent the like professional looking like magic item sheet too. It was just like that's so nice that you
Well, I care about you, and I
that.
want you to have nice things.
It was so much fun.
And besides, when you can do nice things for your players, do nice things for your players. Seriously. Because they're your friends. They should be, at least. You know? And if you don't love your friends, who do you love? Your dog. But your dog's your friend. So
Love your dog. Make sure you love your dog.
make sure you
Always
love your
love your
dog.
dog.
Because he's good. All right. And also, a reminder, if you join the Patreon, you get advanced access to things, and the new tiers are probably going up tomorrow or sometime in the next day or so. I was working on some fiction stuff today because I'm backlogged, but I will be uploading Harwar's character sheet. So you get to see Harwar if you are on the Patreon.
Ooh.
And we always need more Huawei.
We
More Harwar.
always
I've been wearing
need
that shirt for
more
like 2 days
Harwar.
now. It's
Dude,
so
I
nice.
love it.
It's a really nice shirt. I can't believe
It's so comfy. I wear it all the fucking time, dude.
Oh, we noticed. We keep seeing pictures of you now in it.
You, all
I
of your
know,
engagement
hey.
photography is in the shirt, and I thought it was so funny.
Yeah, man. I just happened to be wearing that shirt the day like we took the ring pop pictures.
Oh, that was so good.
Dude, we have been planning that fucking dumb ring pop thing since we were just like driving to Funimation. We both had sessions. We were just driving to Funimation talking about engagement rings. And he's like, oh, dude, whenever we get engaged, we need to like, this was like 3 or so years ago. He's like, we need to announce it with a fucking ring pop. We've been planning that shit since we lived in Texas.
Nice.
Adorable.
All right,
You're
so,
adorable.
Folks, if you like what
You're
we do here, though,
adorable.
do follow us because I am running game. Okay, here's our schedule for the next week. Tomorrow is Candlekeep Mysteries, episode 6, book 16. Wednesday is the finale of book 15 of Candlekeep Mysteries. Thursday is the finale of Candlekeep Mysteries with my final game that I'm running for it, which is going to be weird. It's going to be my first level 16 game. Hopefully it goes well. Thursday. Friday night is Reign of Emeries, where we find out what's the deal with Talfrin. Saturday is our meeting 0 for Mage the Ascension, the Victorian Age, which I strongly suggest you all come and hang out with us. It's going to be a lot of chatting and stuff. It's going to be out of costume, and it's going to be like the session 0 where we talk about the game and what we're going to do with it. And then the following week is our first episode. And then Sunday is Cyberpunk Red. And then Monday's Rime of the Frostmaiden, and we're back into a schedule again. So that's going to be really good. I think like this campaign is finally coming to a close, and I want to give it with a bang. And I think that you got 2 fights, and I think we can do this. I think we can do this, and I'm not going to say how many episodes, but I think we're in the home stretch, guys.
Yeah, it really feels like it. And I was like, all right, Frost bitch is here.
Well, I was gonna say final boss music, but get ready to start. Like it feels like that.
You can fight them both. I just want to put this out here. You can beat Iriel Larthus and not Oral, because he has the key to what you need. But let's be fair, you want to go kill her.
She's kind of here.
She came all the way, right?
This has kind of been like our goal since like the word
we want
go.
to kill the frost bitch. This is that has been the thing.
I mean, when friends visit from out of town, you have to
exactly
show them.
exactly.
show them just hospitality.
This is how we do things in Icewind Dale.
I am from the south, so
Actually, so am I.
I got to
Yeah,
show her
same.
some southern hospitality.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
All right, so hey, that's going to be it from us tonight. We love you very much. We hope you come in tomorrow night and watch some Candlekeep Mysteries. I got to build my character for that because I'm playing a dude. That's going to be fun. So, good night, everybody.
Good
Night.
night.